Sometimes the way it sounds might hurt, but it's all good, cause as long as we together and as long as it's clever, I don't care about the weather, let it rain. Me and my conscience had a talk today. Told me when I see the trouble, better walk away. Wait, sometimes you gotta space out. Sometimes you gotta change route. Sometimes it's gorgeous. Sorta like the suspect, sorta like you gotta get it, sorta like it's not a riddle. Lyrically, I'm such a swordsman.
Tango Romeo Lima Yankee is taking off runway 29, departing south.
Sorta like you gotta get it, sorta like it's not a riddle. Sometimes wait.
Hello, hello, hello. What is going on, beautiful people? Welcome back. It is your boy Blue. So good to see you guys. This is gonna be the actual first live stream of the year for me, and it's Friday, so guess what? It is Friday night flight time. Today we're gonna spend our night in Dubai. Flydubai 737-800. We are on the expert server. Hope you guys have been enjoying your week and enjoying your year so far. It's really good to see you guys. We're gonna go ahead and make the intro short as far as me talking, and we're gonna get this thing in the air. We got about just about a 2-hour long flight today. Got some really nice scenery to fly over, but we can do some more talking and shout outs in the air. So I'm gonna skip all of the nonsense here in the beginning. We'll get started with the flight. But welcome to the stream. Good to see you guys. Let's go ahead and start up our engine. We'll start with engine number 2.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sean, and on behalf of
Yes, sir.
I would like to welcome you aboard.
We are using Infinite Flight Assistant today, and that is what those extra sounds you'll hear, some of the cabin sounds. And you know, we should have pushed back first, right, and turned the beacon lights on. Doing everything in the wrong order. Definitely getting the year started good. Alright, let's go jump into one of our regular cameras that's not so animated, and we'll start pushing back, and we'll be expecting runway 29. Let's go ahead and push back before it gets too busy here at the airport. I don't want to be waiting in line for too long today. Oh yeah, looks good. Oh man, screenshot happy. I'm gonna try not to take too long. I'll mention the VIPs. I still got you guys in the history, so I'll mention the VIPs. Maybe when we're holding short, we'll probably still have to wait a little bit. I'll do the majority of the shout outs once we get airborne, sometime en route, and I'll do our VIPs up front. But I just want to get the flight started because we have a pretty long flight. Not a long flight, but we have a lengthy flight. I want to try to make sure we can get this entire flight into this live stream. Alright, we have one good engine. We have finished our pushback. We're going to start engine number 1 and go ahead and dropping the flaps. We're going to take off for flaps 10
flaps
today.
10 degrees.
I'll be flying up to 12,000. Our cruise today will be 34,000 feet. Today, also, I didn't even tell you guys where we're flying from. Right now, we're at Oscar Alpha Kilo Bravo, and we'll be headed down to Dubai International today, which is one of the featured airports in this week's Friday night flight. The two featured airports in Friday night flight this week is Amsterdam and Dubai, which I thought about doing that flight, and I recommend you guys, if you have the time, to give it a try. It's about a 6 to 7 hour flight or something like that, I think. Possibly 8 hours depending on traffic. And let's just check our engines. We're good. Let's go ahead and start taxiing. We can get out of these guys' way. But I thought about doing the Amsterdam to Dubai flight. We actually did that before, over a year ago now, when we did our 1,000 subscriber special. I did a long haul from Amsterdam to Dubai, flying KLM 777. Very fun flight, very scenic. It was really nice. I just didn't have time to do that today. I really wanted to, honestly, but didn't have time to do it. But yeah, Amsterdam and Dubai are the featured airports this week for Friday night flights. So perfect flight for some heavies. So if you're into long hauls, definitely join in on this week's Friday night flight. But today we're going to be doing only about a 2 hour long flight. Just about the average, what we usually do. Usually most of my flights last from an hour to 2 hours. I try to keep it in that range so that the live stream doesn't go too long. Because if I do an hour long flight, it'll take about, the stream will probably take an hour and a half to hour and 45 minutes with traffic and ATC. So I have to kind of figure all of that out as well. I just have to work it out with my own personal schedule, you feel me? So today's flight will be about 2 hours. We're going to be going a bit faster today. So for all you realism people out there, we're actually not going to be flying true airspeed, but we will be flying blue airspeed, as I say. So what that means is we'll pretty much be maxing out these engines and going as fast as we can, so that we can get there a bit quicker. I want to make up a bit more distance in less time. I didn't even mention that we were taxiing the runway 29. And it's only a time thing, so in order for me to do a longer flight, I have to fly a little bit faster. So, and I'll let you know once we get airborne. So I'm not 100% sure how fast we can get in the 737-800, but I'll let you guys know once we get airborne what our final cruise speed will be, so that everybody can separate themselves and maintain the same cruise speed, so we don't have any conflicts in the air. And as always, please be respectful on the ground and in the air. Don't taxi through people, don't skip people, all of that stuff. You know how it is, guys. You know how it is. I'm gonna hit my trim up to about 15%. That is just preference for me. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go a little more than that. I can go 25. That should be fine. Are you guys hearing everything fine? I don't have my extra headphones to listen to the full playback. Firebird, bro, Phoenix 1168, thank you, bro, for the donation. Welcome back. Happy New Year to you, man. Always appreciate those, man. How was your flight to Boston? My flight was amazing, man. It was great. Both flights were there. The landing was really smooth. It was about a 4 hour flight, I think. Was it 4? Yeah, it was about a 4 hour flight, which is crazy. It takes 4 hours to fly from Houston to Boston, but it takes 6 hours to fly from Boston to London, which is crazy. I just did that flight on an X-plane. That's why I know that. But yeah, it was a good flight. It was a good flight. And the dopest part about it, my favorite part about the flight, is that I got, as you guys know, I fly standby most of the time, so I don't always know where I'm gonna sit, or even if I'm gonna get on the plane. So I was able to get window seats both ways. I mean, it's not very big. I think this is that transition time where it comes from the holiday busyness, when you have a lot of planes, to the regular, like, off season, I guess you could say, when there's not as many people flying. So the planes were wide open. I mean, there were seats all over the plane wide open. So I had a nice window seat on both ways. So if you check out my Instagram, you can see my videos and stuff that I posted. All right, we're gonna hold short here. I'm about ready to go. We got our flight plan in, so go ahead and copy my flight plan if you are with us today. Somebody asked earlier, we are on expert server, so don't think I mentioned that yet. Cruising at 34,000 feet. About a 2 hour flight, so bring about at least 3.5 hours of fuel with you. Headed down to Dubai. Should be a fun flight. Should be really scenic too. I'm pretty excited about the scenic part. Alright, let me see if I can scroll all the way up to see our VIPs before we leave. I don't want to take too long. I'm gonna pick just a few of you guys. Let's see, today's VIP, Starly, Andre Olsen, Graeme Porter, Anthony Plays, Awerty, Cousin Star, KZ and Star, Kamani, let's see, David 50906, Jonas the King, British Dewan, welcome back, good to see you. Y6 Raven, and I'm gonna give it to LP Gaming. You guys will be today's VIPs. You'll be sitting up front in the business class. So enjoy that those free cookies that they give you up in first class at the end of the flight. Alright, I believe we are ready to go. No face camera right now, guys. I might bring it in later in the stream, but we're gonna leave it off for right now. It's a little dark in my room, so I don't have a light, a dedicated light for the camera. So alright, we'll take screenshots later. That's okay. That's kind of cool though. I don't mind that. That looks kind of dope. I get so caught up in the photography. Oh god, I got Emirates out there. Get one. I just gotta get one, and now I'm ready to go. Here it is. Go away, screen. Pop it. All right, we're ready to go. Let's make it happen. Go back to the interior camera. See systems. We'll go ahead and announce we're taking off runway 29, departing to the south. 29 departing south.
Kabul
And then
Unicom,
system, strobe lights, landing lights.
is taking off runway 29,
Release
departing
parking
south.
brake. Our altitude is set. We'll fly runway heading and make a right turn. Sorry, no. We'll make a left turn. No. Yeah, we'll make a left turn to the south.
Approaching runway 29.
We'll have to skip that waypoint because it's gonna want to fly us the other way. Let me go ahead and pick up a phone and calibrate my screen. Perfecto. If you just joined in, welcome. We're gonna go stereo cockpit though. I'm not gonna be looking at chat until
On runway 29.
I get the autopilot turned on. Alright. Throttle up. Winds are light and variable. Shouldn't be a factor. Look at that that camera shake we're getting from Infinite Flight Assistant.
V1.
It makes the runway look so freaking rough. Alright, pulling back on the stick.
Rotate.
Little left rudder. Banking up 15
Positive
degrees.
rate.
Positive rate. Gear
Gear
up.
up.
Kabul Unicum, Charlie Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey.
We have mountains all around us. We're gonna be careful here. Alright, letting go to rudder. Get rid of some of these flaps so we can get some more speed. And we're gonna go ahead and roll to the left. Do my best to maintain that pitch. Right around 15 degrees. We're at 2,400 feet per minute. There's 7,000. Watch the bank angle. We got to go to our maps really quick and set that next waypoint. There we go. Alright, we go flap 0. We will gain some speed because of it. I'll go to 240 knots, just below 250 because I don't trust this game. We'll hit altitude.
Bank angle, bank angle, bank angle.
My bad. We'll go nav mode. That will send us on our way. We'll climb out at 2,500 feet per minute. We have a low layer of fog
Kabul
You can
Unicum.
see out
Charlie
there.
Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey is taking off runway
look at our
29,
map here.
departing south.
Kabul Unicum. Sky Dubai 575.
Alright, cool. Yeah, we'll
Holding
fall
short
in right
runway
behind
29.
November 1 Whiskey Bravo. Most likely. Passing, coming up on 10,000 now. And we'll get ready to shut off the landing lights. I will leave the seatbelt signs on for now, but the flight crew can go ahead and do their thing, get drinks ready and all that. Food service and whatnot. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and change our altitude to our cruise. So it's going to be 34,000 feet. Flight level 340. And we'll climb out at 265 until we figure out what the separation is looking like ahead of us. We haven't really paid too much attention to TCAS yet. This is the new Flydubai 737 livery on Infinite Flight. I mean, it's not brand new, but like this came with the last update from what I was told. Looks pretty good too. I like it. I like it a lot. Beautiful departure out here over the mountains.
Kabul Unicum. Sky Dubai.
All right, now that we are
575
basically
taking off runway
outside of the
29.
airspace,
Departing
we'll go ahead
south.
and tune out of Kabul Unicom. Short visit, but it was fun. Ground speed 315 knots. We were passing 13,000, 14,000 MSL. Let's go ahead and let me fix up my center screen, my my HUD. I have my preferences. I like my ground speed to be on the left bottom. And then the altitude, MSL, and then I have my winds, which I think is in the wrong spot. My distance to destination is on the right. My ETE destination, estimated time en route, that's 2 hours and 58 minutes. But that's because of our current speed. We're climbing out, so that's not accurate. ET destination, so it's there twice. So I need my center one. I like to have it set to fuel. Either fuel load, airplane load, or fuel remaining. I'm gonna set it to fuel remaining because I'm not really worried about airplane load. We're not heavy today, so I'm not concerned about that. For this one, we will set it to I change it up sometimes. We'll do next waypoint for now. I just can't remember what I used to put it at. ET destination, that's fine. And then distance to destination, that is also fine. Alright, what's our separation looking like right now? Oh, looks great. I see. How fast is he going? He's going 472 knots. That's like more than 100 knots faster than me. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up so I can create some space behind us so you guys can have some space to breathe. I'll go up to 300 actually. And then once we get into the Mach speeds, we will change it. But pretty dope, man. Look at this. Look at this. Make sure you take plenty of screenshots. Hashtag Infinite Flight. Hashtag Friday Night Flight. Tag me in it if I'm in it. I would like to start featuring you guys' screenshots on my streams. And even on my page as well. If they're good. This is probably an area I don't think I've ever flown in. I don't think I've ever been into Kabul. I've flown in Dubai plenty of times from like the north, from like the north, the west. Like I've flown in from the east, no, the west side a lot of times. I think one time we flew in from India. I've never flown in from this direction, so we're about to see a bunch of scenery that I have personally never seen before. And that's always fun. Like I said, Friday Night Flight this week is featuring Amsterdam and Dubai. My prediction is that Dubai is going to get a whole lot of love because every time Dubai has opened up for a Friday Night Flight, in the past. Dubai has been crazy busy, so please be patient once we get there, because we may have some crazy traffic, or crazy numbers of traffic, I should say. Not really crazy traffic, but crazy numbers of traffic going on. There may be multiple frequencies open. Looks like we already got Dubai. We got 4 controllers on currently. We have ground, ATIS, tower, and approach. We only have 1 approach controller right now, but we may get a second one. But as the day goes on, it'll get more and more busy. We're pretty early, honestly, for Friday night flight today. Alright, let's go look at our plane. Alright, so Infinite's catching up. He is 1,100 below us, and he is going 387 knots. That is 10 knots slower than us. Guys, up front, whether you're around me or not, please make separation between you and the person ahead of you. What's up, Mirza Bikir? Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Thank you for the subscription, bro. Thank you, thank you. Starly up front in the lead, as usual. Let's see, so the guys ahead of us, they are going 457, and he's at 459. We are at 403. So we still have some speed that we can speed up a bit. And again, today we're gonna be flying a little bit faster than realistic speed, and for time, just to make sure we're able to get this flight done before I get a bunch of phone calls at midday. Alright, checking our systems. I think we're good to go ahead and turn the seatbelt signs off. You guys are free to go use the restroom, whatever it is you want to do. Swiftlings, we are headed to Dubai today, my friend. Dubai. It's funny because my last live stream, we were flying the A10 out of Dubai. So this is our second stream in a row in this area, in the United Emirates. Is that how you say it? United Emirates States, something like that. United Arab States. I'm not from this side. I'm sorry if I screwed that up. I'm not from around here, but no problem, man. And yes, guys, we are on the expert server. 27,000 feet now, and we're a bit fast. I'm gonna go down to Mach 0.85 for now, and continue our climb. We're still climbing at 2,500 feet per minute. This thing is blasting, though. This thing is moving. It's like we're getting caught up. 453. He's catching us a bit. Hopefully, that's why I'm going a bit fast, to try to make space between us and him so he doesn't catch us too quickly. We also have a lot of people still departing out of Kabul. So I want those guys to be able to spread out behind us as well. Super dope. United Arab Emirates. Thank you so much. I knew I was saying that completely wrong. I knew it. I'm going heavy speed. What is FNF exactly? Darren, that's a great question. FNF is stands for Friday Night Flight. So Infinite Flight has a basically an event that that they do every week on Friday, where they feature specific airports somewhere in the world, and basically just kind of encourage the community to fly into those airports, and they also provide ATC at those airports. So and so usually you expect a lot of freaking traffic all day long, and it's an Infinite Flight event. So if you're not on Infinite Flight, then you just may not. I mean, people could do Friday Night Flight all they want on any flying sim, I guess, but they're really the first ones that really like got it going and kept it going. And so we just participate in it. It's really one of my favorite events of the week. They do a lot of flash flights and stuff, and those are usually pretty cool too. But most of the time I don't get a chance to join in on those flash flights because I just happen to be busy at the time. How long have I been playing this game? I think I actually looked at it just the other day, and I think I've been on here for maybe coming on 2 years, maybe. I need to look. I think it's coming. No, maybe a year and a half. I think it's a year and a half. I think I've been on Infinite Flight for a year and a half. Oh snap! What is that? Y6 with the, what does that even say? It's too small. I can't see what it says, but thank you, Y6. I'm sorry. On my screen, it was way too tiny and I couldn't read it. But thank you so much, man, for that support on Twitch. Greatly appreciated, my friend. I don't have Nightbot working on YouTube, but it's working perfectly on Twitch. So if you want to chat with Nightbot, hit him up. I got all the commands and everything listed on the Twitch page. Nice, Graeme. You renewed your Infinite Flight sub today. Another year with Infinite Flight. Congratulations, my friend. Well, I look forward to flying with you. Alright, no TAM, guys. Julius Oster says, please make sure you guys are separated 10 nautical miles before getting into Dubai airspace. Please note that. 10 miles, guys. 10 mile separation. We are looking decent. One way, if you don't know, I don't know if I do this, if it's going to actually pause. But if you always wonder, like, how do I know what 10 miles is? How do I know what the distance is between me and other aircraft? I believe you can go, like, to your settings or something like that and go to, is it graphics? Where is it? Live. Where is it at? Hide airplanes, hide. Okay, here it is. Hide airplane dots. I thought it showed you. I thought it showed. Is that an old thing? Maybe it was an old thing. I'm not sure. I thought you could see like a number of their distance away from you. Maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I think I'm wrong. Yeah, I'm definitely wrong. Oh, here's the name. So here's try that. I always have this turned off because I just personally don't like seeing this. I don't like seeing names around me. Like, I like the more realistic approach where you just can't see them unless you look for them. Yeah, it does actually rotate, so it shows you the name. There it is. So he is 5 miles behind me, Infinite. So if you ever wonder how to figure that out, you can go ahead and turn that on. Which means if we were to fly into Dubai airspace right now, this right here is too close. So make sure you separate, guys. So we are at our cruise, though. We're at flight level 340. And we are... What did you say, Starley? We're cruising at Mach 0.82? I think that's what you said. I can't remember. Let's go ahead and decide, though. I'm at Mach 0.85. Feeling good, too. Pretty comfortable. Right now, our ET is looking like 2 hours. So even at Mach 0.85, we're at 2 hours. Let's do... It's going to be the same, Mach 0.85 or Mach 0.87. Pretty much. So let's just do, everybody do Mach 0.85. If your plane can do that. And that will be our official cruise for this flight. So that way we don't start overtaking each other and all that stuff. But if you are already... As we get closer to Dubai, if you're less than 10 miles away from the person ahead of you or behind you, please go ahead and separate yourself. So right now, me and Raven are like perfect. He's 14 miles up ahead. I have 4 miles of a buffer right now. Yeah, so he's good. So just look at the spacing right there. That's what the spacing should look like. That's what 14 miles looks like. So like Infinite is like, he's still closing in on me. So I'm gonna need him to slow down quite a bit. And once we get to Dubai is when this gets the most important. But the cool thing is when you're en route is you can kind of practice this. It gives you a lot more time without stressing out about it to get yourself separated between you and the aircraft around you. So that way when we get close, we don't have anybody doing circles or holding patterns and stuff like that. So don't be upset at me or don't be upset at Julius or whoever the ATC controller is for giving you a holding pattern for like 5-10 minutes, because most likely it was probably... Not always. I can't say most likely, but a lot of times it could be your fault that you were just not separated enough when you came into the airspace. So you gotta be smart about it, be strategic. So as far as me and the person ahead of me, I'm good. So it's up to Infinite to separate himself 10 miles behind me, and it's up to C Thu, which I think is CJ Thu, right, to separate himself. So just make sure you're separated between you and the aircraft ahead of you. I'm gonna try to maintain this separation here. Raven is at 414 knots. He's a little bit slower than me. Starley, again, if you guys could speed up front to Mach 0.85, that would be amazing. So I believe you guys are going Mach 182, and that's where we're seeing that that speed difference. So if Raven and Jet Aviation, if you guys could speed up, sorry about that, guys, a little bit, just to Mach 0.85, and that way we won't have any issues with me catching you in like 30 minutes. So we'll keep monitoring that. But we're good now. We're at cruise. Seatbelt signs are off. We chilling. Weather, let's see. We have a headwind of 80 knots. Jesus. Starley, we were talking about this flight yesterday. He warned me. He was like, I think we should fly from the other way because it's going to be a pretty strong headwind today. And I was like, you know what? But this way just looks so much more prettier. I don't want to take the ugly way just because the winds are lighter. So we're basically taking a scenic route today. I'm gonna leave my speed there, leave my altitude there. We're cruising. We'll go ahead and let the flight attendants feed the cabin and all that good stuff. I'm gonna turn these obnoxious names and things off because I'm just not into that. So I'll go to general, live, hide. Boom. Cool. All right, now I can take a breather and read the comments. I've not been reading the comments for probably 10 minutes, and I apologize for that. What's up, Asdu? Good to see you, man. How many people who are watching right now don't have Infinite Flight? Like, how many of you guys either had it and just didn't resubscribe, or you've always seen it, maybe you didn't have the money to download it, or maybe you just discovered it? Like, I'm just curious because I know a lot of you guys in here are either in the flight with us, and then some of you guys are just curious about Infinite Flight in general. You love the way I said your name, Darren Fartato. Furtado. Is it my accent or what is it? Infinite, you're 11 nautical miles away. Perfecto, my friend. Good job, man. Thank you. Young Pete, you had it and didn't resub. All right, cool. As do you used to play with me? Yeah, I remember you, man. Should they add a what is a BERT on the A10? What does that even mean? Oh, you just got pro in June. Nice. You thought Starley was the god of speed. I'm telling you, don't test him. Don't come up to him. I don't know what he does. I feel like he has like some kind of lag switch or something that makes him go faster without getting violations, because he just moves. Like, whenever you do try to challenge him, I don't know how he gets so fast without getting violations. Graham, no problem, man. Yeah, I did actually answer that earlier, but I'm just not using the camera today because of the lighting. So camera's still here, still sitting on my desk. Your subscription runs out on the 21st. Dang, Sean. Captain just got pro in August. Nice. The Vulcan cannon on... Oh, that... I see what you're talking about. Yeah, man. Oh, jeez. The A10's gun is... The sound of it is just... I don't know. There's a game that I've been playing lately called Insurgency Sandstorm. And if you haven't played it, you haven't heard about it, just go watch some YouTube videos about it. It's a really good first-person shooter. It's kind of... A lot of people are calling it the best first-person shooter out right now, even against Battlefield and Call of Duty and all those guys. I've definitely been enjoying it. I don't own Call of Duty or Battlefield. I played both of the betas, and I didn't... I don't know, it just didn't get me. But this game, for some reason, and I've been promoting this game, I don't know why, they're not paying me to say this, but I've just been really enjoying it. Anyway, the point is, you can do a airstrike on Insurgent, like different types of airstrikes you can call in, and one of them is calling in like a gunner thingy, and it's basically an A10 comes in and shoots up the place, and it's scary. Like, the first time you hear it in a game, like if you have your headset up all the way, like you have some good headphones like mine, I have the HyperX's. If you have some good headphones with some bass and all of that stuff, and that A10 comes fly by, and you're like in the building or outside or wherever, and you hear this A10 fly in, like you hear, like, it sounds so real. Like, I don't know how they captured I don't know how they captured that sound for the game, but it sounds so real, and it made me want to fly the A10 even more. And that's part of the reason that we did that A10 stream last week, or I think it was a couple weeks now ago. It was because I was like, man, I want to fly the A10 now. I love that sound, but I don't know. I don't know how they would incorporate that into infinite flight with there not really being any, fighter type stuff as far as munitions and all that. How you guys, is anybody played the new Super Mario Brothers Deluxe? So I'm not getting it, so some people asked me about it, and I'm not going to be getting it until next month. The reason is, let me tell you something. Let's go ahead and tell you this. Matter of fact, let's start off with our motivational quote of the day. We haven't done that yet. Today's motivational quote of the day is, so many men think women want money, cars, gifts, but the right woman wants a man's time, effort, passion, honesty, loyalty, smile, and him choosing to put her as a priority. Now, I know that's right. I'm married, and I figured that out the hard way. That last part, the priority part. But yeah, man, that's real. That's real. I'm not going to repeat it again because it's long. So if you want to hear it again, just rewind. But that's today's motivational quote of the day. Speaking of things, so beginning of the year, I talked about this. I did a live stream on Instagram while I was at the airport, headed to Boston just a couple of days ago. And I talked about, I started my year off trying to refocus. And I'm doing basically what we call a fast, and what that is when you refrain from something. And so what we're doing, me and my wife are actually doing, is we're not eating meats. We're not eating bread, pasta, and like desserts and sweets and stuff like that. So we started that on Monday, and that's been a challenge. So especially when traveling. So I've been eating nothing but basically vegetables and fruits, and potatoes and rice. That's basically all we've been eating. So I guess you could say we're on a diet, but we're only doing it for 21 days. But the idea is to kind of like is to imprint some new habits into my life, into our lives, into our eating habits and things like that. Also doing some stuff on finances too. So like the end of the year, to be honest with you, I was spending way too much money on video games and video game related things, whether it be X-Plane add-ons, new games, whatever it is. I was spending way too much money. Like, that's the truth. And so with this month, basically for the whole month of January, my goal is to refrain myself from buying games, like anything, like a game, an add-on, whatever it is. Like my goal is not to buy anything. And so I just found out Super Mario came out. I was like, crap, I want that. So, but I'm gonna wait until next month and then I'll get it. Another thing that's coming out is Ace Combat. I don't know if you guys are interested in fighter jets. I'm pretty sure they have an A10 on. Yeah, they do have an A10 on there. Ace Combat, the new Ace Combat is coming out. I think it may already be out on console, or maybe it's about to come out on console. But it comes to PC like in February, which is convenient for me. See, who is it? Charlie Thu. Yes, I am actually fasting religiously as well. Oh crap! I just pressed the wrong button. So yeah, I mean it's a lot of things. It's just to refocus mentally, physically, spiritually, everything. I'm also making sure I go to the gym more consistently. I was going to the gym pretty good last year, and right after I went to Brazil, for some reason, I just stopped going. I don't know why at all. I just stopped going. I got really inconsistent with it. I got really lazy. I got really unfocused. Like it was weird. So working on that, been doing pretty good with the gym. Went to the gym this morning early. Went to work out last Sunday, like running. The weather's been perfect here in Houston for that. It's about to get horrible, but it's been perfect before. But anyways, I'm just saying, I definitely I encourage other people to do things like that, like to to take a break, like it could be a week, 2 weeks. Like if you feel like you're doing something too much, like if something's taking over your life and it's distracting you too much, whether you need to it helps you focus on things. Some of the things that I recommend people like take breaks from or fast from is like social media, certain foods, maybe desserts, It could be gaming in general. I have a friend of mine who's doing gaming. He's not getting a game for a whole month because his wife was like, you just come home and you game and you don't spend any time with your family. So, you know what I'm saying? It's just a time to refocus. It's a perfect time to do it at the beginning of the year. So that's why I'm doing it. And I feel pretty good so far. Like, it's been challenging, obviously, but I feel pretty good. I'm not fasting gaming or anything like that. But I am doing food, and so I've been eating a lot more healthy and not eating too much snacks. I realized that the thing is, it's not that I eat a lot. It's just that I eat a lot of snacks. Like, I love fruit snacks. I love like snacks, like chips, like all that, like that kind of stuff. I just like munch on stuff all day long. And so I didn't really realize how much I did that until I started this, which is pretty funny. But anyways, my chat is not working, so I'm sorry if I haven't replied to anybody because I can't see it. So give me a second while I reload the chat on my side. You guys can see it fine, but I just got to reload it on my side. Okay, don't know why I can't see anything. Maybe you guys are not typing anything. Are you asking me if I like controlling? I've never really controlled. What's up, High Champion? Alright, cool, it's working. Thank you for testing that out for me. I'm still kind of interested, honestly, in doing some controlling. But I only would like to control like with IFATC. I don't want to really do too much controlling on training server, especially for a live stream. But I'm thinking of trying out or like applying for IFATC again. I've actually done it before and I failed, but I feel like I'm a lot more knowledgeable now than I used to be. Yeah, man, you never realize how attached you are to something until somebody until you step away from it or somebody takes it away from you. Uh-oh, somebody didn't put enough fuel. High Champion, we are somewhere between Dubai and Kabul, which does not help. Let's see. We are an hour and 45 minutes out from Dubai, northeast. Closest airport happens to be Oscar Alpha Tango November, way up there. Yep. Yeah, I do need to practice. That's true. I do need to practice on training server. That is the truth. Ooh, Starly, let me answer that question in a second. Shang Yizing, what about X-Plane 11? I've thought about controlling there too, like becoming a VATSIM controller. I've thought about doing that. I may do that. I don't know. I've been slowly getting more and more interested in the thought of controlling. I'm not the kind of person who likes to be extremely stressed out, and controlling just seems like an extremely stressful job. So I don't know. How much fuel do I have? I have 20,392 pounds on board currently, and we are at 44%. We have 3 hours and 50 minutes of fuel remaining, and we have 1 hour and 45 minutes left in our flight. Mobile Aviation, what's up? Fortaleza, I love Fortaleza. I have a really good friend of mine. She's a dancer friend of mine who lives in Fortaleza. She travels the world. She's been to the States a bunch. We've been to see her out in Brazil for some different events that we've done. And I've actually personally never been to Fortaleza. My singing friend, my singing partner, I'm sorry, he's been there. He went there, like spent like a month out there. I wasn't able to go when he went, but I've been wanting to go. I've been seeing the pictures and it's beautiful. But yeah, man, I'd be down to fly go Fortaleza. Not that far though, to Orlando. Yeah, we're not flying a 737-800 from Fortaleza to Orlando. Not anytime soon. That's a little too long for me. But I would love to do a flight from Fortaleza somewhere else. Just I'm gonna wait though. I'm waiting for that new South American scenery to come out. What's up, Siraj? Good to see you, man. About Linus, good to see you, man. Yeah, I saw somebody post a Twitter thing about like a reply from Infinite Flight to somebody about a new plane or something like that. We don't really know what it is. It was kind of a hint of a new plane, but we don't know. I mean, obviously they're working on a new plane. They're always going to be working on new planes. The question is, what is the next new plane? Is it going to be what everybody's asking for, like the A330, A350, something like that, or is it going to be something else? You know, nobody really knows yet until they announce something. What's up, Ace Goddess? Good to see you, man. Thank you. You're a sexy beast as well. You just made yourself 3.5 million richer on GTA 5. What did you do? What up about Linus? Thank you for the super chat donation, bro. I really appreciate that, man. Make sure all you guys say thank you to About Linus for the super chat dono. Okay, so speaking of new features, it's a great time to talk about that. Great time to talk about that. Starley was asking about what features and aircraft do you expect in 2019? What do you hope to see this year? So those are two separate things. Let's talk about what I expect to see and talk about what I would like to see. Let's go with what do I like to see? What do I want to see? Let's go with what I want to see first. We've talked about this before, but I would like to see. I'm personally not a big A330 fan. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not a big A330 fan at all. Like, I don't think it's a pretty plane. I know a lot of you guys are gonna hate me for saying that, because some of you guys is like the love of your life, but it's not mine. So I would like to see an A350. I would like to see them pull together the resources to get an A350 going. The plane's been out a while now. Maybe they could possibly do it. I don't know. But I would like to see an A350 as a plane that I like. GA planes, if they do a GA plane, I don't know, man. I don't know if we should do like another private jet. Like, it would have to be fast, because low and slow is not very popular at all on Infinite Flight. I don't think a lot of people are gonna like that. I think some things that need to happen this year are clouds. Clouds need to happen this year. I'm already expecting to get more scenery and whatnot, like South America and some of like the Philippine area and all of that, but we need clouds with the competitors now. I mean, this is 2019. We got X-Plane, or they got their heads down working. I don't know what they're working on. They've kind of mentioned what they've worked on a little bit. They said they're trying to work on like a global type of scenery kind of thing, but I assume it's going to be basically X-Plane desktop scenery on mobile, which is not really that pretty, so it still won't really compare to Infinite Flight. Aerofly has some amazing scenery, but only in small areas with 3D buildings and all that. Let's see who else. But I think the big thing is clouds, man. I feel like clouds is the next major. Clouds and actual weather, like in live weather, like not just clouds. That's one thing, and I haven't really talked about this much. I know I put that Aerofly video out, first impressions that I put out, but I haven't really said a lot about comparing them. And with the new Aerofly update that came out, if you guys have seen that video, they have, like, one of their biggest updates was they had added clouds, and the clouds look really good. Like, they actually look really good. Like, I was impressed by the clouds, the scenery, everything. The only issues that I didn't like were that you could not do real weather. You could only set the clouds to like light, partly cloudy, blah blah blah. You can kind of customize it, which is cool. That's a cool single player thing, which that they are single player. But if you're doing multiplayer, you would like to have some actual live weather going on, and I feel like that's probably pretty tough with it being an entire globe and people flying around the entire globe all the time. You basically would have to have weather generating everywhere, all day, every day. Yeah, having weather and clouds, like we already have weather, so the weather's already input. Like Infinite Flight already has the weather like going, you know what I mean? The winds are already going where they're supposed to go. The temperatures where it's supposed to be. Like, all that's complete, that's correct. You just need to add clouds and precipitation to that, and I think that'll really help. But I think that needs to happen this year. by the end of the year. That's a big one. That's why I say by the end of the year, because that we may not get that until the end of the year unless they've already been working like really hard on that. Let's see. You said contrails would be nice. Yes. I feel that would come with the weather. With there being clouds, you could probably easily manipulate that to make it into contrails as well. So yeah, contrails would be good too. What else? Somebody asked about something. Hold on, I think I missed somebody's question. What do I think could make infinite flight more successful? Basically the things that I'm talking about right now. I think a lot of people who are turned off by infinite flight are turned off by the fact that it's mobile. Like, I see a lot of comments about infinite flight every day. A lot of them I don't reply to because some of them just don't need to be replied to. But I see a lot of comments, good and bad, about infinite flight, what they like, what they don't like about it. And a lot of things that I hear negative about infinite flight obviously is at the price, but you can never make everybody happy with the price. This game could be $1 and people would say it was not worth it. What else? I hear a lot of people say, why don't you just play X-Plane or FSX? I'm like, well, the point is, like, if you're on infinite flight, I mean, obviously I have X-Plane, so I have the choice to do it. Most people don't. Not everybody has the choice. I haven't always had the choice. When I first started flying infinite flight, as I say this all the time, is I didn't have the choice to fly X-Plane because my computer couldn't handle it. But now that it can, you know, I just choose to fly infinite flight when I do. Let's see. Starly says adding or reworking aircraft will not slow down the development of other features. The team has people who specialize in certain areas, so every developer works on something different. That is very true, and a lot of teams work that way. So if you have somebody working on aircraft, it's not really going to slow down production on contrails or maybe runway lighting, unless you have multiple people with their hands in different things. I think it just depends on who does what, you know. Y6, thank you for the cheers, man. Now I can see it. I couldn't see it last time. Appreciate the cheers, man. Make sure everybody say thank you to Y6 for supporting Twitch and throwing out some more cheers for us. I definitely appreciate that, man. As always, man, you're amazing. But yeah, so things that I would like to see this year is I like to see clouds incorporated with the weather, so like live weather by the end of the year. I would like to see some better night lighting, like, because I personally, like, this flight is supposed to be at night. So it'd be nice if we could have some better night lighting. I think the only way to make the night lighting better would be to have 3D buildings, which is another big thing. Can they do that this year? I don't know. I don't know how far they're away from that. Can they create some type of autogen that makes it easier, and then just throw in some landmarks and stuff like that? I have no idea how that works. I'm not a developer. But I think 3D buildings would definitely help. At least in maybe just at the airports. I don't know, man. I don't know. Yes, I agree, Sean. I think they should do landing lights that land up the ground. So I don't know what you call that lighting, but basically lighting that reflects off of surfaces. So like if you have landing lights on, taxi lights on, you could actually see that light reflecting off of the ground so that you can actually see the ground that you're taxiing on. Right now, the lights are just kind of like a light. It doesn't actually illuminate anything. So yeah, that's what I think, man. They probably could, yeah. They probably could make weather. Oh no, man. But you would have to have the weather and stuff like sync. Like if you think about other flight sims like X-Plane, P3D on what do you call it? On desktop. Think about those. The weather is synced, but not everybody sees it the same depending on the add-ons you have. So like for example, if I'm on X-Plane 11, I'm flying on VATSIM or Pilot Edge or somewhere, and my weather says that the clouds are at 5,000 feet. Somebody else's weather may also say it's at 5,000 feet, but their weather may show it differently, so you don't see the exact same cloud formation that they do. I think the challenge with Infinite Flight is that They have built-in multiplayer, so they have multiplayer challenges as well. Because like, should you see the same exact cloud if you're both flying? You know what I mean? Like, thank you, Laura. Yeah, we all want weather. I think one thing that I really liked that it was a while ago. I think it was like at a some kind of show that you guys did. But one of you guys was saying, and I think it wasn't just you. I think honestly, I've heard this in multiple developer Q&As for different games, and a lot of people say that the developers know. Well, they I think they're more like, I know that the community can be very criticizing and very vocal about how vocal in their critiques, but the developers themselves know every little like place that their app or game falls short. They're like, oh, we know we don't have this, we would love to have this, we wish we had this, and maybe they're just trying to figure it out. I've heard many developers say that. What's up, Wesley, here from Brazil? Hola, bom dia, welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's true. I wonder, I feel like I'm not gonna lie, I feel like some of these older phones are holding us back. I don't know what the oldest device that can run infinite flight is, but I feel like a lot of these features could probably be added if the device specs were raised. But the only problem with that would be that a lot of people would lose the access to it and be stuck with the older version because they can't update because they have an older phone. What's up, Harry Seal Johnson? Good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. How are we looking right now? We are an hour and 36 minutes out. Sorry. Still cruising. How's our separation looking? We're at 416 knots. We have 84 knots of a headwind. Where are we? Here we are. Oh, Jesus. Did we catch up to somebody? Did we get caught? Oh, he's low. He's real low. What's up, GV Prodigal? Welcome to this Blue Arrow family. And thank you for the sub, bro. Okay, he's like way below us. He must have oh, hi champion, you just joined in with us. All right, cool. Well, bro, as you like sequence yourself in, just make sure that you create separation between you and whoever's around you. So if you're gonna try to get behind me, it may be a 10-mile space behind me and see through. I think we lost somebody. I don't see Infinite anymore. I think we lost someone, guys. That is cool. That is cool. I've heard some developing teams where the developers did not actually use the thing that they were developing. I've heard some bad things about, for example, Call of Duty. I don't even know where I heard this. I don't know if this is true. I'm not trying to spread rumors. I'm just saying I heard this. Like some of the developers of like Call of Duty, for example, don't actually play Call of Duty. They just make the game. So therefore, they're not connected with the things that should be there, that aren't there, that people would actually enjoy, things that people would want. So yeah. iPhone 5 doesn't support global update? Wow, really? That's crazy. Well, good thing I upgraded just in time. What's up, Harry? Good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by Twitch and YouTube, bro. Greatly appreciate that. Big time. But yeah, there's so much stuff to be added. I mean, the features, I mean, think about it. Even like P3D and X-Plane 11, which are desktop games or simulators, are there's still things that they're missing. Still things that they're missing, and still things that need to be added. So I mean, this thing is going to be in development for a very long time. So enjoy the ride. What's up, Mr. Top Cat? Good to see you. Very interesting. Well, thank you, Laura, for your input, for sure. Thank you for coming in and sharing your input with everybody. I think everybody appreciate that. What's up, Lee Rowe? Good to see you, man. That was funny. That was funny. April Fool last year, I said I was going to stream Fortnite. Oh, yeah, that's never going to happen. That's never gonna happen. It's funny because a lot of my closest friends are starting to play Fortnite. And I'm like, oh no. Don't do it. Don't do it. The Galaxy S10. Starly, isn't there like a new Android phone like every month? Like, what's up with that? Like, you were just excited about something else like last week. Oh yeah. There's the crazy thing, and I'm like, I'm not a developer, but there's parts of my job as well that there's certain parts, like, you love the finished product, but there's just certain parts of it that are extremely boring, but they have to be done. Just gotta find a way to get through them. We are over the sand right now. The desert. I mean, I would hate to go down around here. What is the closest airport? If we would have to do an emergency landing right now, where will we land? We have to land over here at OADY. What is this place? Thank you, Bo Page, mate, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow family. It's a Class Charlie, so that's a pretty big airport. Weather is NA, has one runway, or yeah, one runway. There's a jet taking off there. That's probably one of you guys. I doubt anybody knows about this airport. In the middle of nowhere. Good night, Siraj. Leroy, we're flying from, we took off out of Kabul and we're headed down to Dubai today to fly in for today's Friday night flight. You guys are doing pretty good on separations, I have to say, for the most part. Does anybody live in this side of the world? Like, what's it like to live in a desert? Like, it's pretty hot where I live, like, often, but right now it's pretty cool and really nice, but, like, I don't know, just so far from anything. The next iPhone. Oh god. I don't know, man. I mean, obviously you guys know I didn't upgrade my iPhone last time. I have an iPhone 10, and you know, that's pretty up to date. I'm not planning on updating anytime soon. One thing I do want is the new what's it called, what the heck is it called, iPad Pro. I would love that. Honestly, the main reason I want iPad Pro is for infinite flight, and so that I can use infinite flight checklist. If you guys haven't seen the new updated infinite flight checklist app, it's an add-on app for infinite flight, and it adds like checklists for basically every plane in the game. And it also adds like a top of descent calculator, a bunch of other cool features. I posted on my Instagram like last week, but I can use it. I can't use it at the same time. Like on the iPad Pro, it like has like some kind of like split screen thing that I can't do on my iPhone. So if I could do that, I would love to show you guys, but I don't have one. But I kind of want it. I don't know. It'd also be nice to be able to do more flights on infinite flight with a second device, so I don't have to worry about getting phone calls. Does it work? I mean, it should work. I haven't used it yet, but it should work. I should say I haven't successfully used it yet. I am learning how to use it. When I figure out how to use it, I'll probably show you guys. The checklist app is called IF Checklist. Just search it on the App Store and all that. Or is it Infinite? No, it's just IF. I think it's just IF Checklist. The cool thing though, is I like the voices. Like, it gives you like a checklist, like a voice. Like, basically as you go through the checklist, like, you know, seatbelt signs on, no smoking signs on, navigation lights on. It will like has like the option of like 3 or 4 different voices that you can use, and it like says it to you as you're doing them. That was the thing that made me the most impressed. The cool thing too is that, I mean, like, you could technically use it for like other sims as well, because it's not like attached to infinite flight in any way. It's just kind of like it's specifically for, I think we got some turbulence. Yeah, look at that, the new 737 wing flexing on them. Turn the seatbelt signs back on. Flying, let's talk about Boston. So, if you guys didn't know, if you just joined, if you're like just not attached, or I don't know, if you don't follow me on Instagram, I did fly to Boston on Tuesday. Yeah, Tuesday. On Tuesday, I flew up to Boston just for a day. Flew back on Wednesday night, and flight was real smooth. Flights were all good. If you want to see pictures, video of the flights, all that, you can check that out. But here in Houston, my hometown, like it was shorts and no sleeves weather here. Like it's been feeling really nice this week. And when we got to Boston, it was cold, at least for me. Because I'm not used to the cold. I mean, some of you guys may be used to below freezing, but I am definitely not. That is not my natural environment. But we were there. It was freezing cold. I like the Boston airport. I remember the Boston airport. We got time to spend in the downtown area. The guy we were with, he was showing us around a bit. We were out there to record some video stuff, but we were out there just kind of exploring the city for a bit. And it's a really nice city. I didn't realize how nice of a city Boston is. I've been to Boston, but the last time I went, I was on the outside areas of Boston, not the downtown area. I also learned that like the thick Boston accents that they have are not really in like the inner city part, like the downtown part. They're like in the outskirts, so like not the suburbs, but like the areas around where people grew up at, where like all the neighborhoods are, all that kind of stuff. That's where you'll hear more of the actual like thick Boston accent. I just got a text about a trampoline park. Yeah, that sounds fun. But yeah, seatbelt sounds back on already. Mr. Furtado. I love that name. That's a cool name. We're bouncing around. I think I see traffic. We might be too close to somebody. I can see traffic. Oh yeah, we are. We're definitely too close. Mr. Turkish, Mr. High Champion jumped up in front of us. We got an hour-ish away. What's the separation complete? I think this is about... The last I checked, we were 14 miles out from him. And if he's right in front of us, he's probably like 2 to 3 miles ahead of us. So High Champion, if you can hear my voice, if you could find a spot with a bit better separation, my friend, that would be great. I could technically slow down. Technically, you could fit behind me, and separation would still be, I think, okay. If you just fit right in the middle where we are, so like maybe if you slow down and go back. I mean, I could slow down too, but I would rather you slow down. Oh Jesus, that thing just leaned to the left quick. Anyways, it was cold in Boston, and but it was fun. It was a really nice city. Again, I've been eating healthy this week, so all I really ate was Thai food. The friend I was there with, he's a vegan, and the other guy I just found out was a vegetarian, so that was convenient. But it was good. The food was good. But the flight out of Boston on Wednesday night was bumpy. Like it was windy all day. That was one of the challenges of actually just being there and working there on Wednesday, because we were outside most of the day and it was like so windy everywhere in the city. So we got to the airport, that windsock was stretched out like big time. And then when we took off, you could definitely feel the wind difference. Like the thing got off the ground in no time. Somebody is asking for a wing view. You have asked and now you will receive. It's gonna be loud though. Matter of fact, I think I should have turned that down a long time ago. Why you guys didn't tell me that was too loud all this time? I love the winglet Flydubai. It's so cool. Alright, once we get to our 1 hour ETE, we'll do shout outs for you guys, for everybody who's watching. Once we get 1 hour out. That is true. I feel like every time we get into the iPhone versus Android debate, so I'm not going to go there. It's okay, we will never agree. We will never agree. Captain Sign, welcome to grade 4. Congratulations, man. Congrats. I'm actually grade 3 now. That's my own fault. Oh yeah, we forgot about replay mode, guys. That's another feature they talked about last year that we should be expecting this year. I'm not sure when, but I don't know. I feel like it may come. I don't know. Yeah, I feel like it may come maybe in the first quarter update. Cause it seems like they're going at their schedule seems like to be like a quarterly update. So we should see one at the first quarter, which would be, when is that? I don't know. Maybe we'll see one at the first quarter of the year, and then the second one, and then the third one, and the fourth one. We had a lot more updates last year. We had like what, 6 or 7 updates, something like that. Like major ones. I can't remember. I counted it a while back. I just can't think off the top of my mind, top of my brain. Expecting the replay mode, that's something I've been wanting for a long time. So I always love to see my landings afterwards, and it'd be really cool to be able to see, like if you're landing with a group, if you're doing flight of whatever, or if you're doing what you call it, if you're doing like aerobatics and stuff like that with a group or something like that, it'd be really cool to see that, or just anything. I mean, it's always nice to be able to see a replay. I gotta make an announcement for the turbulence. Do I have an announcement for that? Let me see. I think I have like a whole set of announcements on my computer that I could use. I don't know. I might have deleted them, but I don't know. Let's just take a look in the archives. Speaking of archives, I just noticed that I haven't been playing music this entire time. Let's add some background music to make things a little less awkward. I'm gonna turn it down. And there we go. Five major updates, and update every second month. Yeah, I think we had a really good amount of updates last year. Like, I can't complain about that. Like, compared to a lot of games. Like, I mean, think about Airfly FS2 2019. They waited, what, years just to get an update to that game. And then they found out they were going to have to rebuy it again. And then it wasn't going to work for a lot of devices. So that was... If I had been waiting for that, I'd have been upset. Especially if I had an older phone. Some Haggies? How do you say that? Haggies? Mr. Scottish? We haven't flown in Scotland in a while. Scotland is beautiful. I like Scotland. Uh-oh, Y6 with some more cheers. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for the bits. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Y6, man. Yankee 6 Raven. How do you say that? Is that how you say it? Y6 Raven? Yankee 6 Raven? Just Raven? 6 Raven. That wing flex, I know, right? Still 1 hour and 21 minutes to go. The music is really low. I didn't want it too loud, but yeah, thank you for the feedback though, because I can't actually hear the I'm not hearing the full stream playback right now, so I don't have my other headphones with me right now. So I'll turn it up a little bit. And just let me know if it gets too loud. You have exams next week. What am I doing here? Are you studying for like a pilot exam, or is it like a regular school thing? Because if it's pilot related, then you could just say this is part of your study. That's not something I should promote. There was music? Oh, I didn't know. Thank you, Gamer and Aviator Kid 101. Thank you for joining in, bro. Glad you're able to support the stream, bro. Yeah, turbulence is getting pretty bad, isn't it? Might need to change our altitude or something. Yeah, look at the winds though. We have 105 knot headwind right now. Like, we're at Mach 0.85, only going 405 knots. So I was looking, like it's funny is getting so involved in like flight sim and stuff like that on Infinite Flight X-Plane. Are you okay, kid? He's just like wagging his tail, maybe he's having a good dream. That was his tail hitting the bed. But what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I've been paying so much more attention to detail now in real life. So like when I was flying just yesterday, no, it was 2 days ago now, like I found myself looking out the window for different reasons. Before I would always look out the window and look at you know, the clouds, the ground, depending on where you're flying at, all that kind of stuff. But this time I was looking a lot closer to the clouds, a lot closer to the wings. For example, like wing flex was never something that you like. Wing flex is something that the regular eye doesn't really pay attention to. Something you don't really notice. Like you notice it if it's exaggerated. What's up, Seneca? Good to see you, man. But you don't really notice it. Like if you're not like an aviation enthusiast or somebody who's really into that, you don't really pay attention to it too much. You're just like, oh, look, a cool wing view. You know, scenery looks nice, whatever. But when I was on the plane, I was looking really close. Like I was like literally staring at the tip of the wing because I wanted to see, okay, I know what wing flex looks like in Infinite Flight and X-Plane and stuff like that, but what does it really look like in real life? And so we did hit some turbulence. It was like, I would call it like a moderate chop maybe. And so I was looking really close to the wing to kind of like see like, what does it really look like? And so I'll say that the games get close, but it's really like, it's different. Like it's so slight too. I think that in the game they have to exaggerate it a bit more, so that people can even notice it. But in real life, it's just like you see it, but it's barely happening. Like, it's hard to explain. What's up, RuPaul? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. I don't know. It's so slight. I'm looking at the screen right now. Look at the wing flex and like how it's doing it, and it's in the right spot. I don't know. It's just maybe I don't know. Because I was looking at the turbulence we were getting, looking at the wing flex, feeling what the turbulence looked like, and now looking at this, I'm like, what would this feel like in real life? Like this would probably feel a little uncomfortable, maybe a little bit. Yeah, actually would. We're getting thrown around right now. Yeah, man, hopefully we all can do our pilot exam. So I also posted on Instagram the other day. Sounds good, George. Good to see you, man. Another thing, you can't hear the music at all? I'll turn the game down a little bit. You should be able to hear the music. Another thing that I posted on Instagram the other day was, oh wow, you were like extremely close. We're like literally flying in formation right now. What was I saying? The other thing I posted on Instagram was like I was honestly frustrated. So I was sitting in the airport, waiting for my plane to head back home. And what's up, Charlie? Using your other YouTube account, thank you, man. I was just so upset because I was like looking at the planes, like, oh man, like I'm getting to the point. I don't know if anybody's ever felt like this. I feel like I'm getting to the point where I'm tired of just looking at planes. Like I thought I would enjoy looking at them more when I was at the airport, because I'm at the airport. I mean, I'm seeing planes land, take off, 737s, 787s, whatever. Uh-oh, we have a problem, sir. Mr. Turkish, you have gone against the rules. Rule number 1, don't touch me. And you are all up in me right now. We are gonna move. Yeah, separation, people. Separation, that should never happen. Who is that? Yeah, High Champion. You know better than that, bro. You've been here before. Go ahead and pull that throttle back and drop back in that slot behind us. And yeah, just don't let that happen again. But yeah, so I'm just tired of looking at planes. I want to fly them. I want to fly them. Like I just want to jump in and just start and just fly. Like I really want to. Like I want it bad. One of my goals last year, 2018, was to start my training, and I wasn't really able to. I know, right? Starling needs some ghosting rights. It's a quick ghost. Last year my goal was to start. I wasn't able to achieve that goal. That's okay. What's up, Infinite Flight Rotate? Good to see you, man. I did do some other things in place to kind of like still at least progress my knowledge. Like one of my goals with the flight sims, other than just doing it for fun, is to continue learning and educating myself and learning from other people in the community, as well as from the game itself, you know, about procedures and things like that. So I'm going to continue doing that this year. Last year I did my Pilot Edge CAT rating, which if you probably don't know what that is, but what that is on X-Plane and P3D, there is a third-party website that that gives that ATC coverage in the Southern California area. They give really good one. Like this is like the closest to real life you can get on a flight sim for ATC, and they're realistic. They will tell you when you are wrong. They will tell you when you are, you know, going through a Class Bravo airspace when you're not supposed to. All that stuff. So anyway, so I learned a lot from them. I learned a lot going through the 11 flight training, learning how to fly VFR correctly and do the correct radio calls and all that, and get comfortable on the radios talking to a controller and switching frequencies to the real life frequencies, all that kind of stuff. So I learned all that. It's something I didn't know at all in 2018. So I learned that in 2018. So this year, I was actually planning on doing the IFR one as well, but I didn't get to it. So I am planning on starting that early this year and doing that. It's like another 11 flight training that they do, that I can just learn a bit more, because I feel like I know you know, I can never say I know a lot about IFR, but mostly the flights that we do are like IFR. Like this right here, this is an IFR flight, even though we can see perfectly. This is considered an IFR flight. You would not fly VFR in a 737 in most cases. So I just want to be more knowledgeable in that. And that's another reason that I kind of want to join IFATC also, was to learn more about ATC side of things. And just, you know, it's kind of my, I guess what my personal goal in like flight simming is to kind of just get me ready for when I finally get the opportunity to start my real life flight training. Because I know that all this stuff is definitely going to help. It's going to help me learn a whole lot quicker, because I'm already familiar with a lot of the topics. Yeah, wind is definitely increasing. We are at 115 knots. Holy. And that's a headwind. That's slowing us down. Our ground speed is now 401 knots. That's crazy. That is really crazy. So we're still an hour 14 out. I feel like we're just slowing down. I feel like we're slowing down. We're trying to get there in 2 hours. I don't think it's gonna happen. Yes, sir. Whoever asked me about the streaming setup, I use my Elgato gaming capture device, and I have it plugged into my PC, where I use OBS Studio. But I am playing Infinite Flight itself on an iPhone, so I just have it connected. If you're interested, there is a link in the description right now on YouTube for my setup, my streaming setup, and I talk about all of that, and I include links to everything that you need if you want to basically copy me. And I kind of need to update it, because I've gotten a few new things. I have a new mic now. I have the Bluebell mic, and as you can hear, it sounds amazing. What else did I get new? I think that's it. Yeah, I just got the Bluebell mic, and I got a new mouse like last week. So I don't think that it's time for me to make a whole new video because of those two things. but I may make one later this year. Uh-oh, dang it, I keep pressing that button. What does that button do? Yeah, so like I just said, I got a new mouse, and apparently when I press this one button, it like completely gets rid of the chat on my screen, so I gotta reload it again. So if you're saying things right now, I may not be seeing them. And if you said anything before I said that and I didn't answer, I'm not gonna see it. So you might want to ask again. That's all good. Is that a mountain? What is that? There's like a big elevation change up ahead of us. Cause it's like sand, sand, desert, 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 sand, more sand, desert, desert, desert. And then you see like sloped sand. And then kind of like some hilly areas. That's interesting. Like it doesn't look like your typical mountain. Where are we now? You can definitely follow us on LiveFlight app too if you'd like to track the progress. I don't have that link today in the description, but you could always search my call sign, Blue116, on LiveFlight if you're not able to join us and you just want to track our flight, whatever. I need to take a look at it because I want to know what the arrivals are looking like in Dubai today. I haven't checked that yet. What's up, champion? Yeah, man, just separate yourself a little bit. Oh, did you leave? That's why you flew through me. Oh, nice. Blair is doing some touch and goes right next to Dubai, so you might see us come in. Yeah, stick around, man. See if I can grease this landing. What's going on, Denver RTD? What's up, bro? The Gaming Bros says you're becoming an infinite flight YouTuber and taking inspiration from you. Yeah, man. That's kind of the goal, was to inspire you guys, encourage you guys. Go for it, bro. My biggest advice to anybody who wants to start doing YouTube for anything, or Twitch, it doesn't matter. If you want to start streaming or doing videos, doesn't matter what it is. It can be gaming, it could be freaking cooking, whatever it is. My biggest goal is to make sure you get quality and consistency. Quality actually three tips is quality, consistency, and a really good thumbnail. I've had a lot of people tell me that the reason they clicked on my video in the first place was because the thumbnail looked legit. So I was like, oh, nice, good to know. What's up? It's Scissors Fan 112. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. I'm good, Denver. Thanks for asking, man. Speaking of Denver, I love Denver. Have you seen my Denver video? If you haven't seen my Denver video, go on my channel. It's probably like one of my, I think it's like 3 videos ago, which was right before Christmas when I put it out. Yeah, this is like a really tall, sloped sand dune thing right here. That's pretty cool. Can you imagine what a sandstorm looks like from the air? Probably looks like a tidal wave of dirt. Sounds good, Gaming Bros. Yeah, man. Personally, I'll say that Aerofly FS 2019 is actually a really good app. Like, it's a really good game. I absolutely recommend it if you like if you're in. I mean, the only difference really, I can't say the only difference. Hold on, let me choose my words correctly. The biggest thing with Aerofly is that there's no multiplayer, and a lot of other things like no live weather. There's no global. But if you're cool with just flying like single player, you want to do like some VFR flying in like a city that you are familiar with, like San Diego or Los Angeles, I don't know if Las Vegas is in there, San Francisco, stuff like that. Like, it's definitely a lot of fun if you just want to do some VFR flying by yourself. And you could even have fun doing like airliner flights, but you still, the airline flights just won't be that long, like a max like hour and a half, 2 hours if you be creative with the flight plan. But for me, I feel like the smaller planes are better on Aerofly FS2, or sorry, FS2 2019, to do like flying around the skyscrapers and buildings and things like that. But on Infinite Flight, if you want to come over and actually fly with people, fly with friends, you know, fly anywhere in the freaking world, like Infinite Flight definitely has that beat on everyone. Yes, sir. Route info is in the description. We are on expert server. We are just over an hour out, and I feel like that ETE to destination has not changed. Like, I feel like we are just not moving. We're now at 363 knots and 121 knot headwind. Jeez. Wow. That's crazy. I don't know if I've ever gone this slow. And we're still at, oh wait, you know, I actually did slow down. Now that I think about it. Darn it. I did slow down. I slowed down in hopes to separate myself a bit from the rest of you guys. Not sure if it's working. That's why I'm going so slow. I'm not really sure what he's doing. He's going 400 knots. He's going 400 knots. Yeah, everybody's going slow as heck. We are creeping right now. Yeah, I'm doing 361 just because I'm trying to back up away from Turkish. What's up, Ashton? Good to see you, man. Yeah, man. The channel did definitely grow a lot quicker than I thought. Can't complain about that. I'm just thankful, very thankful. I agree, Edward. I was just kind of like, I wasn't thinking that, but I was thinking that subconsciously. I was like, I don't know why I like looking at this. Like, it's just nothing. It's desert. It's like this in real life too. When you fly over desert, there's just something very satisfying about flying over the desert. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know what it is. I think it's kind of like you're like, you like to look at it, but you don't want to be there. Like, I would definitely not want to be down there anywhere. Absolutely not. Oh, look at this little city. What city is this? There's an airport here too. I probably can't pronounce it. Zahedin International, I guess that's what it's called. Yeah, man, it looks really stinking good. Crosswind battle one day, huh? Let me catch up. I'm so behind on chat. Did I ever take the IFATC test? Yes, and I failed. Oh, wait. No, yeah, I took the test, I failed. I took it again, I passed. And then I took the practical and I failed. And I haven't done it again since. What's up, Jolo? Good to see you. Or YOLO, I guess if that's Spanish. $120 knot tailwind into South Korea. Lucky you. Let's check our spacing again, because I do want to speed up. Yeah, I think we're good. Alright, I'm gonna go back up to Mach 0.85. And that'll probably put us at 400 ground speed because of this crazy headwind, man. Starly, you did warn me. Antonio GRG Ick, what's up, man? Hello. Oh, you're normally on training server. Well, welcome to expert server. But yeah, so let me say this in case anybody has joined us like champions since we started. Make sure there is 10 miles of separation between you and the aircraft ahead of you and behind you before you enter into the Dubai airspace, because you may get ghosted. You may get ghosted. That's good. If Dubai is mild on traffic, I'm okay with that. Oh God, Blue, come on. He just woke up, I guess, so he wanted to say hello with shaking his tail feather. You're failing at Super Mario Brothers. Is it hard? Like, is it just like the original Super Mario Brothers, or like what's special? Like, what's new about it? I guess what I'm trying to say. I really haven't looked into it at all. I'm curious of what's up. What's up, Jacko? Good to see you, man. Hello. Fly Dubai. So right now we're being our biggest foe right now is this 121 knot headwind that's slowing us down to 400 knots, even though we're at Mach 0.85. What's his or her name? The name of my dog is Blue. Is that what you're talking about? It's the same as the one of the... Oh, you're talking about... I don't have a Wii U, so I don't know anything about Wii U games. No problem, Jolo. If you're German. Okay, cool. Oh, wait. What are we looking around? Oh, guess what time it is? We are 1 hour out, so that means it is time to do our 1 hour ETE shoutouts. Let me get some happy music going, and I'm gonna give you guys some shoutouts. What's that one song I like? That's not it. That one? That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. I have the dog is a dachshund. Yes, Jolo, multiplayer does cost a monthly subscription. There's 3 different ones. There's 1 month, there's I think a 6 month, and a year. And yes, my dog's name is Blue, the same as me. Okay, I don't think the song I'm looking for is on here. So, hold up. Might be on here though. I gotta get the perfect song, you know what I'm saying? For the shout out. Just stand by. Make sure you get ready. Make sure you get your favorite emojis ready.
As long as we together and as long as it's clever, I don't care about the weather, let it rain.
Graham's like, your name is technically blah 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 blah. Yeah, my real name is Caleb. That's not a secret.
Sometimes you gotta space out.
But my game name is Blue. Alright, let me see if the song I'm looking for is on this thingy, and then we'll do the shouts out. Oh, I think I just... Oh, wow. Alright, nope. Yeah, that's the one I like right there. Why don't I not have a cue on this? I'm gonna put a cue on here. I'm using Virtual DJ, by the way. That's a beautiful shot right there. Dun, dun, dun. What's up, Jamal? Good to see you. You're the Pakistan airline ahead of me. Well, thank you, man. Welcome to the flight. I'm glad you're able to finally make it to a flight with us. And who is that? Gamer and Aviator Kid. I've already shouted you out earlier, but I'm about to do a full shout out for everyone. But appreciate you being around since 200 subs. Thank you, man. This is not the song I wanted, by the way. Since 200. That's crazy. I mean, we're almost at 7,000 now. I still owe you guys a giveaway. Alright guys, don't get too premature with the emojis. We're about to spam them here in a second. Jolo, if you had the game on online mode, I understand that maybe your English is not great. Let me try to say this slowly in English. If you, Jolo 300, if you have infinite flights online, you could fly pretty much from anywhere in the world to anywhere in the world. You could fly from Germany to JFK. You could fly from Australia to New Zealand. You could fly from New Zealand to Hawaii, and then you could fly from Hawaii to Florida. The whole world is at your fingertips, my friend. Oh yeah, it's so funny. My most popular video still to this day is our first flight. Yes, you could fly, I think that's Frankfurt to JFK. Yes, my most popular video is still our first global flight when we flew, I think we flew from San Diego, maybe Palm Springs. I know we went to San Francisco and then we flew to Reno, and it was so screwed up because it had just came out, the servers were breaking down. So I feel bad. I've been thinking about redoing that flight. I am enjoying the Mega Aviation event. Matter of fact, I didn't even shout Mega Aviation out. This Infinite Flight did, I guess, feature Mega Aviation Instagram account for this Friday night flight. Alright guys, let's do the shout outs. We are 1 hour out, and that means I'm going to give you guys some love. So go ahead into the chat and leave me a friendly emoji. Your favorite emoji. It could be a poop face emoji, I don't care. Send me an emoji and let me know where you are watching from. Let's go. Oh yeah, we got walking fruit with the creepy ghost face. Thank you, man. That's one of my moderators. Thank you so much, man, for all your help. I'm losing track. I need to make this bigger. Jacko, what's up from the UK? Starly, representing Austria. George from the UK. KKKK. Kingly Soul from Florida. Captain Sign from the UK. Sean McCormick, what's up, man? Watching from Ireland. Hope we got some more stuff happening. John, thank you for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal family. Y6 Raven, thank you again, man, for all the donations today, representing the UK. Your aviation guy from Thailand. Bro, I just had so much Thai food the last couple of days. Shout out to you guys for making amazing food. High Champion from the UK and Netherlands. I love the Netherlands, especially Amsterdam. Graeme Porter, representing Scotland. Blair Gormal from Scotland as well. We got two Scotties here. Seneca from Leeds. What's up, man? I didn't even know what Leeds was until you came. John A, representing John. JFK, New York. What up, man? Welcome to the stream. Your aviation guy from Thailand as well. Ashton H, my current closest airport. I have no idea. It's OIKM. Oscar India Kilo Mike. John A, New York. So much Thai food. Never heard Scotties before? Really? Is that not a thing? I don't know. It just sounds right. It sounds right. Yeah, I did say your name twice, my bad. I lose track from time to time. It looks hot down there, but we are cool up here. Let's see what kind of we got a crosswind too, I think. Yeah, man, there's a lot of amazing places that I look forward to flying to. We just don't have scenery there yet, but I believe it's coming. I do. Watching you at 1 a.m. Team No Sleep, shout out to you. Negative 4 degrees. Yeah, it's pretty cold up here actually. It's pretty cold up here. It is cold. Gotta turn the anti-ice on. Alright, let's rewind. I'll turn it down a little bit. I think we're good. Is that good? That's good for you guys? Yeah, that's good. I think that's good. Jamal Williams, Long Beach, California. Long Beach, Cali. The poorest country in Europe is UK. The richest country in Europe is UK. How does this work? Blair Gormo, is Kai-Tak in Infinite Flight? Yeah, I believe so. You just had turkey again for dinner. You guys still have leftover turkey from the holidays? We already ran out. We usually what happens with us is we have turkey for like Thanksgiving and for Christmas, and then my dad usually makes like a big soup basically with all the leftover turkey in it. It's actually really freaking good. Gamers from Riley, is it Riley? Essex, UK. Come to India, buddy. We're not far from it, but we're not going to India today. You're an aviation guy. I haven't watched you in months. Sorry. Well, I am just happy you're back, man. No hard feelings here. There is a lot of desert. This is a lot of desert. Alright, we're 48 minutes out, people. We're still too far to see traffic at Dubai. I'm gonna take a look at live flight to see how heavy traffic really is right now. I will remind you guys again that make sure that you have 10 miles of separation between you and the person ahead of you before we get into the Dubai airspace. So my dog has been really spoiled this past month because we've had family in town, and he's been like sleeping in the bed with them and getting so much love and petting and all that kind of stuff. So he's in heaven right now. Yes, sir. I am from Texas. I live in Houston, Texas. My closest airport is Kilo India Alpha. My closest international airport is Kilo India Alpha Hotel, KIAH, Houston International. But the closest actual airport is actually KDWH, which is a small airfield. I think it's towered. I can't remember. I think it's either a Delta, maybe. Yeah, it's a Delta. It's a class Delta for you guys who know what that means. And I'm actually working on scenery for it, like for X-Plane. I've been working on it for about a month now, maybe two. But I've been learning a lot of things. Like I told you guys earlier in the stream about how like I'm refocusing here by cutting some things out of my out for a little while to try to refocus on the mind, the body, the soul. And there's a lot of things I want to do. I have a lot of ideas, a lot of things. Like I don't know, there's a lot of things I want to do, and one of those things is I've loved creating airport scenery for X-Plane, and I've been mainly making small little airports, like small exotic airports. I haven't really worked on any big ones, so the one I'm working on right now that's in my hometown is really the biggest airport that I've worked on so far. And but I've been enjoying it. I've been learning a lot. And so the thing I'm trying to get into next is learning Blender. So I don't know if any of you guys know anything about Blender, but it's a 3D modeling program. You can pretty much make anything you want. You can make a plane in it, you can make a building, you can make scenery, you could make cars. I mean, you can make whatever you can imagine in this program. And I've learned 3D modeling before in the past, and I just really wasn't using it for work, and so I forgot it. I stopped using it. And so now I'm relearning how to do it again. So like I think last month, like the end of December, I was relearning how to do it. I went through a whole like training thing on YouTube again. And I learned a lot. So now it's coming down to me just trying to make some of these things that I've been wanting to make. And one of the main things I'm starting off with is making custom objects inside of X-Plane to put into my scenery. And no, it's not super easy. I think just like anything else, just like Photoshop, Illustrator, Adobe Video Premiere, whatever, like it just takes time to get used to the buttons, the quick keys, how things work, all that kind of stuff. Cause I don't think it's too hard. I don't know. But yeah, it's a challenge, and there's just a lot of other things that go on with that. It's not only just modeling, but learning how to model for games, like how to model to make mods for games and be able to import those and texture those and all of that stuff, make the bump maps, everything that goes into that. You probably don't know what most of that stuff means, but if you do, thank you. So anyways, I'm working on that, learning how to do that, and who knows what it could lead to. I want to start with scenery, but I mean, maybe I could help on making an airplane someday, or I don't know. There's pretty much endless opportunities for learning how to model. But on the side of that, learning how to model, I also am kind of diving into developing too. This is something I've always kind of been dodging for the longest freaking time. I'm just not into code. That's not my passion. That's not what I'm into. I love art. I love creating things. I love designing things, but the coding side of things I've never really liked. So whenever I make websites, I do the designing part of the websites. I don't code the website. But now I'm learning how to code because there's a lot of like programs and add-ons and plugins that I would love to create and love to make and have all these cool ideas for, that I just haven't been able to find anybody else to make them for me. And I'm tired of looking for people. And so I'm like, you know what, I'm just gonna learn how to do it myself and just make it myself. So I'm learning programming as well. I don't know how that's gonna go. There's just so much stuff as far as my brain on my learning plate. I'm learning how to speak Portuguese. I'm learning how to do 3D modeling. I'm learning how to develop like scripts and whatnot. I'm learning how to play piano. I mean, there's so much stuff. I'm learning how to fly a new plane every day on X-Plane or DCS World. So this is my brain, my poor little brain. But anyways, I think it's good though to always be learning something new. Our winds are dying down a little bit. We're still at 106 knots. We're up to 418 knots on the ground speed. And we are 42 minutes out, 296 miles and counting. Remember guys, 10 miles of spacing is needed. But thank you guys for joining in. Matter of fact, let's shout you guys out who are here. We got Starly up front, and we got Mr. Fruit in a F-22. Graeme Porter, thank you man for stopping by. And then we have November 1 Whiskey Bravo, that is Jet Aviation. After that we got Mr. Pakistan. I know you're in the chat, so shout out to you man. Thank you for flying with us today. Raven, welcome back man. Tick thank you again for supporting the stream on Twitch and on YouTube man. Greatly appreciate that man. It's gonna be a great year. Turkish, what's up man? Thanks for joining in. Hi Champion, good to see you. Mr. High Touch and Goes in the F-14. I think he's coming to intercept us. I don't know if he's even here. I think he might have just saw us. I don't know. CJ Thu, or yeah, BAVA, welcome to the stream. Sky Dubai 133, shout out to you man. Thanks for flying with us. Another Sky Dubai. Morris Coates, thank you for flying on the stream train. And Mr. George holding up the caboose. Is that what you call it, caboose? Isn't the back of the train called a caboose? I think that's what it's called. But anyways, holding up the back, Mr. Graham. Thank you guys for keeping the stream train alive. It ain't always got to be extra long, but I love my quality over quantity. So you guys have been doing a great job. Thank you so much. Oh, hi is Ashton. All right, cool. Yeah, I agree, Starly. Just coding is something you can learn pretty quickly if you spend a lot of time. But I think anything you can learn quickly if you spend a lot of time. But I found a YouTube video that's like 4 hours long on how to learn Python. The biggest challenge for me at first was figuring out what coding language to learn, and so I've been talking to a lot of different developers on what they wrote their code in, and a lot of them ask me, you know, what are you trying to make? And so I'm not going to share with you guys on the live stream right now because I'm pretty secretive with my new ideas. But for what I want to do, I think Python might be a good place to start. But I still don't really know. So I really haven't completely dove all the way in, I guess you could say, because I'm still not 100% sure if that's even the right language to learn. And I don't want to spend hours and hours and days and weeks and months learning one language when that's not even what I need to learn. So I know that Python, it sounds like it's pretty diverse. It's used for a lot of things. For what I've heard, Python is one of the most popular lately. For what it does, but I don't know, because a lot of stuff I want to do is gaming related, and a lot of people are talking about C++ or C# or whatever the heck it is. I think C# is music. So I don't know, but right now I'm starting with Python. I think I can do some stuff with that, and we'll see where it goes. I would love to do shared cockpit on X-Plane 11. The issue is I haven't figured out how, but it'd be pretty cool. Yeah, a lot of my ideas are data type ideas. I don't know. I haven't got far enough to really know what the heck I'm talking about yet. But I just did a lot of research on all the different types, and Python seemed like it was what I needed to learn to do what I need to do. Why 6 Raven? That is a great question to ever think about making a website, and it's funny that you asked that because I am already working on one for I Am Blue Games, and it's in progress. It started off really slowly, but it's coming along. So I don't know. I don't have a release date yet for the website, but it's coming along. I think one of the big things that's slowing me down with the website is figuring out exactly what I wanted to do. Because right now the main place I point people is to YouTube or to Twitch, and basically everything is there. So figuring out more, because I think the main thing for my website is kind of figuring out how to get more sponsors and partners, and creating like a VIP area, because I would love to have like a VIP area on my website for you guys who donate and people who and for just different reasons. I would love to be able to award you guys with that type of stuff. Maybe for a store, like a shopping store. I'm still figuring out, and obviously my videos will be on there as well, and maybe some extra bonus content. So I'm still kind of figuring it out while making it, which is slowing the process down. It's better to already know what you want before you start making it, for future reference. 37 minutes out. Well, Cynic have already actually started, but we'll talk on I think we've talked on Instagram about this before. Music is not too loud, is it? Just want to make sure. But I'll definitely be letting you guys know on Discord and everywhere. Cause I'll definitely need some feedback and stuff. Nice, use the same song. Yeah, it's just a mix of NCS. So there's a ton of streamers and video YouTubers and stuff like that use this exact song, or a lot of the songs that you hear in this mix. That's why I'm like, I need to get some new, better music. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you guys. So the guy who made Infinite Flight Assistant is making another app called something else. I don't remember the name of it. Infinite Flight something. It basically gives you stats of your flight. I'm planning on signing up for that open beta. It's in open beta right now, so if you want to help test it, I think you can find it on the community forum for Infinite Flight. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. But I want to give it a try. I like testing things. It's kind of fun. So I haven't set it up yet. I just found out about it, honestly. Yeah, flight operations. Thank you. I just found out about it like last week, and I was out of town and busy and all that stuff, so I haven't had a chance to sit down and get it set up. Thank you, Y6 Raven, for another cheer, man. Thank you, bro. You are you were making it happen today, man. Thank you so much. 500 bits today, bro. You're amazing. Thank you so much, man. But yes, I want to download it. Thank you, Graeme, for posting that link for us. You guys, if you want to check it out right there. Sorry, I lose my voice. You can check it out right there, and I'm gonna be getting it. I'll be downloading. I gotta figure out how to download it. I already have the test flight app that you need. I just need to figure out the rest of it. Seneca, I do have a wireframe. So technically, on the website is kind of like built, like like the organ. I'm just trying to find out what I want on what pages. I kind of already have like a layout, I guess you could say, of the website. And it's already live technically. It's just not like it's in coming soon mode. So I'm working on it when I sign in and stuff like that. I'm using WordPress actually to make it. Alright, so Julius is requesting that all the fighters RTB. He will not be accepting fighters into the Dubai airspace today. He already has enough on his plate, so if you guys could be respectful to Julius' request. He's been really nice to us, just with everything, so definitely make sure you say thank you afterwards. But if you were a fighter and if you're escorting us, please go ahead and break off and land somewhere else. Or just disconnect once we once we start connecting and talking to the Dubai airspace, please. How's traffic in? Let's take a look. We got a little time. We'll be descending soon. Let's take a look. I'm gonna pull up my browser and we'll see if I can get that up for you guys. Let's see if we can get that up real quick. Real quick. We got not a big group. We got like a group of 5 planes flying out of Nova Scotia right now. Alright, let me see if I can share my screen with you guys real quick. Get you guys a little behind the scenes look. Let's see, where do I do that? Display. There it is. Alright, hopefully you guys can still hear me. Check. If you still hear me. Alright, this is my screen. There we go. This is OBS. Boom. I'm gonna minimize that. This is how I look at my chat. Boom. And this is Africa. And this is Europe. And this is not. Alright, so wow, there's a lot of people long hauling it between Amsterdam and Dubai. So you see the majority of traffic that they're gonna be getting in today is gonna be heavies out of Amsterdam. A lot of people leaving out of Amsterdam right now. A lot of traffic in Amsterdam. We even have traffic in Dublin, Ireland right now. But we took the short route. And I believe where did we take off from? Kabul over here in Afghanistan is where we took off from. And now we are currently in Iran somewhere. And here is Dubai. So it's not crazy. I mean, the traffic doesn't look too bad. He has a long line of arrivals right now flying in, it looks like. So I think for Tower it's pretty busy, and yeah, but in the big picture of things, compared to other times we flew in for Friday night flight, it's not as busy as we may be used to. But it could go extremely smooth if you guys all cooperate and all that. So this is us, our little stream train happening right now, flying over Abyss. So it's like they're landing to the west. Yep. And let's see. Here's here's the runway. And here's the runway. Here's the satellite. Choo. Yeah, it looks legit. So yeah, we'll land most likely. I think he might be doing parallel landings. Yeah, I think he is. So we'll see what runway he gives us. We'll be expecting to exit runway to the left and land probably in the second terminal, since this first one is pretty full and these people may be leaving, but who knows. But all right, let's zoom out. NASCAR Heat 3 test drive. That's some free advertising. Not technically, they paid for that spot. All right, back to OBS and back to the stream. All right, cool. So guys, again, 10 miles separation. This is a key time in our flight. So I think we just have a plane escorting us at the moment. So other than that, the separation behind us looks good, but in front of us is still kind of sketchy. So I'm gonna slow down a bit more. I'm gonna go down to Mach 0.82 just to make some more space between us and Turkish 655. And I'm just gonna try to kind of center ourselves in this gap so that we can be as separated as possible. That should put us right at around 10 miles, I hope. British says you live where? Alquizis? I don't know how to say it. I don't know how to say that. Where is that though? Like in relation to Dubai, in what direction would I be looking? When shall we descend, Starly, Mr. Flight Director? Oh, it's an F-14. Nice. Speaking of F-14s, for all my DCS World fans, I have already pre-ordered the DCS. I've already pre-ordered the F-14 Tomcat for DCS World, and I am looking forward to it. I've been really enjoying the F-18 though. I'm kind of sad that I haven't done any live streams of DCS since the F-18s come out. I want to do one. Next week I'm gonna try my best. I already kind of got a rough schedule that I've created. I kind of made it while I was on the plane. Gonzalo, we were on the expert server, and I'm looking to start a new schedule next week, like a schedule where I'm gonna be streaming like at that time every week. You know what I mean? So starting Monday, I hope. Monday I'll probably have to stream in the evening my time because I work. My work is pretty busy in the morning, and so probably Mondays will be evening, and then Tuesday be morning, Wednesday might be evening, and then Thursday and Friday will be morning my time. Like maybe like 1600 Zulu. We'll see. I'll definitely post that schedule online as soon as I get it official. Gonzalo, how'd you get ghosted? Oh, from another time. Okay. Understood. Yeah, we're on expert server. So again, two big things, guys. Is no fighters in the Dubai airspace, and 10-mile separation before you enter Dubai airspace. Are we close enough to listen to the, I doubt it. We're 185 nautical miles out. Starly, our flight director, says we should descend 100 and, is that a 6 or a 5? I think that's a 6. 160 nautical miles out at 1,500 feet per minute. And we're going to shoot for around 12,000. So I'm going to go ahead and put that down. I'm going to go vertical speed to 0 and put our altitude to 12,000 feet. And I have only slowed down to create more separation ahead of me between me and Turkish 655. I may slow down a bit more. So in about 20 miles, we'll go ahead and start descending. Well, I will start descending at 20 miles. What's up, Amari? Denny, good to see you, man. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, 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 welcome. Ooh. So what do you guys think about this Flydubai livery? Pretty nice, yeah. I think my favorite part is the winglet. Like, that's pretty cool. I know that ocean though. Look at that coastline, man. This is one place that I have not visited yet in real life that I really want to. Yeah, I thought you meant pitch, darling. I'm like, what are you talking about? 30 to 40 degree pitch on landing? What is that? Jacko I-58. Do you use sim brief to flight plan, I guess, your flights? I personally, yes, I do use sim brief. But there's another thing, I can't remember the name of it. Starly does it for me usually. He uses like another website to convert the sim brief flight plan into an infinite flight friendly flight plan. If he likes, he could share that with you. But I believe there's a tutorial as well on the community forum on how to do that. But whenever I do flights on a usual day, I do I use SimBrief all the time. But if you try to put a actual SimBrief flight plan, like the exact SimBrief flight plan, into an infinite flight, a lot of the waypoints sometimes will not show up. But if you use, I guess, is it flight plan to IF? Is that the website? Alright, thank you, Ashton, for the escort. I'll see you next time. Yeah, flight plan converters. So you gotta convert it for it to show up on Infinite Flight. A lot of the waypoints that Infinite Flight don't have, it'll convert them into GPS waypoints, and that way you can still fly that same route. Like right here, you see we're headed to LOBRE, and then after that we have a GPS waypoint, which in SimBrief would usually just be probably a VOR station or another intersection, but it converts it to be a GPS. Oh, did I miss my descent? I did. I always do that. I just talk too much. All right, descending. Was it 1,500 feet per minute? Alright guys, be careful on the descent because a lot of people tend to pick up speed pretty quickly. Our separation looks a bit better, so I'm going to speed back up until we get down. Once I get down to 12,000, I'm going to be looking at probably 265 knots until we are told to go under. I might go faster. We'll see. We'll see. Depending on separation and all that, I may go faster, but I'm probably going to be doing 265 knots at 12,000. Maybe slower depending on the separation ahead of me. Speaking of slower, we're going to go Mach 0.79. So we are in our descent. Only 1,500 feet per minute. Pretty shallow descent. Oops, wrong way. I'm gonna go up 100 more feet just because I think I missed it by a little bit. Let's see if we are close enough. We're 146 nautical miles away from our destination. And I want to see if we can listen to the ATIS yet. There is no ATIS. We have tower, ground, approach, and no ATIS. We may get one, so I'll check back at that later. Descent time. Nice, you must know this area pretty well. We're flying over Yas Island. Is that what that is right there? Or this one right here? I think this is the one you're talking about. Yas Island on my left. Is there another island on my left? Or is this the one you're talking about? I think you're talking about this one right here. Right off the left wing, right below us. Dimitri, no, this is not X-Plane. I wish I had scenery over here in X-Plane, that'd be amazing, but I don't. I do not. This music always gets me in trouble. If you notice in my streams, I always skip that song, and it's because for some reason, in all these non-copyrighted songs that I'm playing, that one song is in there and it has copyright on it apparently. And so if I play it in my stream, I will get demonetized, and that is not okay. It's an artificial island? They made that? What? So what is on it? What do they do with it? Who makes an artificial island? Jeez. I'm looking at it on live flight right now. One of my favorite things about live flight is being able to take a closer look at a lot of the things you fly over. All right, yeah, we can't listen to that yet, so. It was a water park. What is it now? It looks pretty far to go to a water park. I mean, I have to take a ferry from over here somewhere. At 27,000 feet and descending, we're at 422 knots. We can go inside, check on our speed down here. We're now below the Mach speed area or altitude, so we're at 295 knots. Let's check on separation here. Oh, we're looking good. We're looking good. He's at 483, so he's going way faster than me, so I can maintain my current speed and not catch him. And 420 behind us, so he's a little bit faster, but I think we're okay because I think he's still descending out of the Mach speeds. There's an underwater tunnel, man. It's closer. These guys just got too much money for no reason. Starly's getting vectors. Where are you at? Alright, he's up there. Alright, that's cool. We do have approach online. Somebody said approach wasn't online. Approach is online. Now we're descending through 25,000 now. We are 117 miles away. Still holding 295 knots. And looking at it on the live flight map, I'm like, that place is far out. My question is, do you have to have a lot of money to visit there, or you only have to have a lot of money to live there? One thing I would love to do, I would love to go to Dubai and or Abu Dhabi and watch the F1 race out there. That'll be a lot of fun. That'll be a really cool experience. Speaking of races, so my wife told me we'll see if it actually happens. Not doubting her or anything like that. It's just, it's a lot of money, and I've kind of tried to tell her not to do it, but at the same time I do actually really want to do it. And so my birthday's coming up at the end of January. Actually, it's January 31st, the last day of January. And for a birthday present, she wants to buy me Daytona tickets to see the Daytona 500 in February. It's been a dream of mine for like ever to go and see that race. So she's volunteering to get me some tickets to that race, and even pay for my hotel. So I may get to see the Daytona 500 this year in real life. Yes, sir. So pretty excited about that. I'm gonna have if I go, Giovanni's gonna be going out there with me, and that's gonna be pretty cool. So I'm excited about that. I was trying to like tell her like, well, you know, instead of buying, you know, Daytona 500 tickets for the same amount of money, you could probably just give me a you know, Oculus Rift. But yeah, I think it'll be a good experience. I'll definitely record a bunch of it. I've never really done like a vlog thing before. We'll see what I can do. Speaking of vlogs though, there is the Flight SimCon thing happening again this summer, I think. So I'm planning on going to that, and a friend of mine volunteered to come with me and like kind of like be my video guy. He could like record me so I could actually do a legit vlog. So we'll see if that actually happens. I think that's gonna be in Orlando, Florida. So last time, guys, we're already getting people contacting ATC, and I want to remind you guys, 10-mile separation between you and the guy ahead of you. So right now we need to slow down because we are a little too close to this guy. We're at 21,000. We'll go down 260 knots and hit the spoilers. Flight. All right, and yeah, so 10-mile separation between you and the guy ahead of you, and fighters, if you are escorting any of us in our group, make sure that you break off before we get into the Dubai airspace, or you will be shot down. Literally. Yeah, let's take a look at the traffic. I've heard you guys saying that the takeoff queue was ridiculous. So let's take a look at it. Oh wee. Look at that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 people are waiting to take off on 30 left. That's not that bad, but yeah, that's a good like 15 minutes you're gonna be waiting on the ground. But then we got arrivals flying in. You got us flying in right now, which is gonna make that even be more prolonged. British says it's true. Drones get shot down here. Oh, I don't think I mentioned that either. I did get a drone for Christmas. So I've only got to fly it once, but I'm planning on flying it again. The weather has been nice. It's gonna be pretty horrible this weekend, so I might get to fly it this weekend. But I got a new drone. I learned how to fly. Oh wait, there's more people. It didn't load everybody. Jeez. Oh wow. So yeah, I got a new drone. It's pretty cool. It's pretty legit. Like, it basically flies itself. It's really cool. I've really enjoyed it. So I'm not sure what to do with it yet. Don't fly it in Houston. Don't fly the drone in Houston. Why not, Jacko? So yeah, I'm pretty excited. I actually wanted one for a while. I didn't really think I ever get one, but I'm glad I got one. We need to slow down a lot because we are catching up to him. 317. He's going so slow. How are you going so slow? How is that possible? How are you going 300 knots right now? How you doing that? We'll go down to 230. Yeah, I don't know how he's going so slow. Let's see if so Dubai arrival. We are close enough to talk to them. Let's see if we can see the ATIS really quickly before we do. If there is one, there still is no ATIS. Okay, that's fine. So we are 80 miles out. I'm gonna go ahead and contact Dubai arrival, aka approach. We will request approach into Dubai. What? I can't.
Swiss 2505 is 23 nautical miles southeast of Minneapolis, 10,600 feet.
I can't. Why can't I? It's the wrong one. Dubai approach, request approach, and I don't see Dubai as an option. I did hear about the Gatwick drone incident. I've heard about a few drone incidents. I don't know what people were up to. I don't know if people are flying plane spotters out there trying to fly drones and get pictures. I don't know what's going on. Wish me luck. It's physics. Shift Gaming. Yes, I use OBS Studio. Traffic is bad, man. I need to get a screenshot. Alright, so I don't know why, but I can't really ask for approach into Dubai right now. And it's not even showing all like this is like that gap. I'm pretty sure it's full of planes. So it's it's not even loading all the traffic that's actually in Dubai right now. So we are 76 miles northeast, and we need to contact ATC, but for no reason I can't. Let's go ahead and turn the music down, and we will listen in to what's being said on the frequency.
Contacting Dubai Tower on 118.75, November 479 Alpha Foxtrot.
Emirates 9453, turn right heading 210.
No way, Graham. They're not accepting traffic? Are you kidding?
Charlie Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 30 right of Dubai International.
Turn left heading 190, descend and maintain 11,000.
Are they for real not accepting any more traffic?
Airflow 520, turn right heading 220, descend and maintain 6,000. Romeo Whiskey Heavy, turn left heading 030, descend and maintain 3,000.
Turn left heading 030.
Is that something that they changed? Hey Julius, are you here? Can you tell us if you guys are still accepting traffic? I know your hands are probably full, but if you're still on stream, if you could update us, because I have not heard the broadcast that it was shut down. If it is, we do need to think of other options.
Please follow instructions or you will be ghosted.
Alright, we're coming up to 1,000 above 12,000 feet. I am going to, while we figure life out, I'm gonna make a life turn. It's a life turn. I'm gonna make a left turn here.
10,100 feet. Requesting Isles approach any runway at Minhadab.
Emirates 9453, turn right heading 210, climb and maintain flight level 180.
Alright, so I'm making a 90-degree left turn. Let's see.
Romeo Whiskey Heavy, turn left heading 3.
I'm gonna try one more time. I don't think it's gonna give it to us. Alright, so we have 4 other options. Here's the international airport over here, OMRK. They probably have a long enough runway for us to land on. Where is that at though? OMRK. Okay, that's right below us. So we'll land there, I guess, since we can't even, get into Dubai. Holy, I told you guys, it's always crazy busy in Dubai.
Attention all aircraft. Altitude requests not needed in flight following a VFR flight. Alpha India Victor Alpha 008 is 3 nautical miles northwest.
Alright, here we go. Let's see. I don't know any runway ILS. That's fine.
Requesting flight.
Blue 116 is
Let's see what he says.
miles northwest of Al Sakar at 12,000 feet. Requesting Isles approach any runway at Ras Al Khaimah.
Turn right heading 27.
Blue 116, turn right heading 210, descend and maintain 8,000.
210, 8,000, Blue 116.
Turn right.
Alright, let's get our speed down, which it looks like it is. Go down to 8,000 feet. 210 is what we're looking for in heading.
Please follow instructions or you will be ghosted.
Dubai arrival 1, November 227 Papa Golf.
I think this is the first, no, this is the second time I've ever been diverted because the airport was shut down for arrivals.
I'm sorry, Emirates 9453.
Contacting Dubai Tower on
I don't even know OMDW. Where is OMDW?
Pakistan 1017, turn left heading 120, descend and maintain 6,000. Swiss 656, frequency change approved. Good day.
Dubai arrival 1, Echo Yankee 125.
Oh, it's way down there.
Sky Dubai 56, turn left heading 120, descend and maintain 6,000.
It's okay, British. We'll just land
Descend and maintain 6,000.
at the one we requested already, which I think is OMRK. I don't know anything about this area.
Good day.
Border 25, turn right.
Oh yeah, we did get diverted in Ethiopia. I forgot about that.
3,000.
I completely forgot about that. But it was also the when I wasn't online, I got diverted at LAX one time, but I wasn't streaming.
Requesting flight following to Bahrain International.
Echo Yankee 125.
I technically, like, if I had the time, I would just go to Abu Dhabi. But it's far. I don't want to do that today. Less gates at OMRK. How many gates do we need?
Charlie Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey.
I mean, if you guys think we should go to OMDW, we can go to OMDW.
Airflow 520. Turn left heading 120.
You know what, Pritish, since you're from this area, we're going to request OMDW. Alright, I'm going to do this just for you. You've been around for a long time. I trust you. Hopefully they have coverage at that airport. Let's see. I'm gonna request a change.
Turn right heading 260. Turkish 655. Please check
260 first. We gotta do what he said. 260.
Turn right heading 260, Blue 116.
Alright, we're at 8,000. No, we're descending actually.
520. Expect vectors for the Isles approach runway.
We'll turn our land lights on. Now that we're going down below 10,000, and we're gonna go to ATC and request OMDW, which I don't even see on the list. I see OMDM, which is an Air Force base, and that airport definitely doesn't have enough space. I now have OMDB as an option. There's a Sharjah International Airport as well.
Unable. Qatari 193. Romeo Alpha Victor India November. Do not exceed 200 knots. Do not exceed 200
OMDW is better. The problem is OMDW is not showing up as an option for me to even get.
Good day.
And I don't want to like bug him with us keep changing airports. I'm like, can I get an OMDB now, or is it back open? Because I see it now. I'm gonna ask. Let's see. I don't care any runway.
Blue 116 is 7 nautical miles west of Ras Al Khaimah at 10,100 feet. Requesting Isles approach any runway at Dubai International.
Roger.
Let's see what he says. I don't want to spam him with requests, but I want to see if we can get into Dubai. If we can get into Dubai, we'll land Dubai. Hey, dope. He just gave us clearance to Dubai. Expect vectors Isles approach 30 right Dubai International. Perfect. So it's open. It's back open. So we can get in now. Left 220. So sorry about that, Julius, for if that was confusing at all.
Turn left heading 220.
What's up, Wildcat Gaming? Good to see you. Shift Gaming, you were asking about how I got my OBS to work with my phone. If you look in the description, there is a video link. It links to my my setup. So check that out, and that'll answer your question. Oh yeah, Charlie, I'll never forget that.
Pakistan 1017. Reduce speed to 180 knots. Reduce speed to 180 knots. Pakistan 101.
All right, so our last request was to turn to heading 220 at 8,000. 080. 08,000.
Airflow 520. Turn left heading 030.
Take a look at the map to see how busy and chaotic it is. It probably isn't, honestly. It looks pretty organized, to be honest with you. Yeah, so we're still north of the airport. We're basically flying straight at it. He's probably going to make us turn left here for a right downwind for runway 30 right. The airport class is a Bravo. And I'm be landing on 30 right. That's what he gave me.
Bravo flight of 10. Turn right heading 270. Climb and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared Isles runway 30 right approach.
Well, good luck, George, on your interview, man. Hoping the best to you. That sounds pretty long, 120 minutes.
Turn right heading 330.
I don't know why they don't just say 2 hours. Jacko, what does Bravo mean? I don't know if I can explain it. Most of the big international airports are all class Bravo. And that just, there's different rules for flying into a class Bravo versus flying into a class Charlie, a class Delta, or a class Echo.
Requesting visual approach any runway at Dubai International.
Sky Dubai 187. Expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 30 right of Dubai International.
And we probably need to slow down because he's going like 216 knots somehow.
Sky Dubai 187.
And so basically, long story short, on the whole Bravo thing, like for example, Dubai is a class Bravo, and as you know, you need clearance to fly into that airspace.
Sky Dubai 56, turn left heading 030, descend and maintain 4000. Emirates 128 Super.
And the airspace has different heights.
Dubai arrival 1, Emirates 152, with you.
Turn right heading 270, descend and
I'm not looking at the chart right now, so I don't know what the top of Dubai's airspace is, but I'm assuming it's probably around like 10,000 or something like that.
Radar contact. Emirates 128 Super is 8 nautical miles northwest of
Sean McCormick, am I gonna wait around for you guys to land? Yeah, actually, I won't be able to see all of you guys land, but I'll watch a few landings before we leave. We'll turn some music on and chill for a little bit.
Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared aisles runway 30 left approach. Emirates 128 Super.
Nice, we'll be expecting some vectors to the left here soon. Let's check everything else. We got our seatbelt signs on, land lights on. Looking good there.
Yankee 125. Turn left heading 210. Charlie Tango.
Airport will be off our nose. There it is.
Heading 160.
Turn left heading 160. Charlie Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey.
Emirates 152. Turn right heading 340. Climb and maintain 8000. November 1 Whiskey.
Alright, Lucas, man, have a good flight, bro.
Contact Dubai Tower on 118.75.
Welcome to Dubai, Starly.
Turn right heading 340. Climb and maintain 8000. Emirates 152.
Alpha 1, make a left 360.
See what he does. Are we gonna...
Alpha November, requesting descent.
Oh, this is not Dubai. This is another airport.
Dubai arrival 1, Emirates 777.
Yeah, you see where Turkish is going? Most likely we're gonna be following him.
Jordanian
The exact same thing.
nautical miles southwest of Ras Al Khaimah at 7,900 feet.
It's pretty organized. I think the biggest holdup in the traffic is just the departures right now. But we almost got diverted. Almost got diverted. But looks like we may be able to get in.
Blue 116, turn left heading 120, descend
Here
and
it is.
maintain 5,000.
120, 5,000, blue 116.
Turn left heading 120, descend and maintain 5000, blue 116.
Egypt Air 910 Heavy, expect vectors for the Isles approach runway 30 left at Dubai International.
Roger, Egypt Air 910 Heavy.
Alright, we should be good there.
910 Heavy, turn right heading 210, descend and maintain 11,000. Charlie Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey.
There's a lot of people flying, Jolo. That's for sure.
Dubai 187, requesting descent to 8,000.
Alpha 9193 Mike Zulu, Roger.
If you can read this approach, can we go to OMDB?
Charlie
I don't know what you mean,
Hotel Echo
champion.
Whiskey.
Airflow 520, contact Dubai Tower.
Know what you're asking.
118.75.
Proceed on course, Alpha 9193 Mike Zulu.
Contacting Dubai Tower on 118.75.
What is the current time?
Jordanian 792, turn right heading 350.
Turn right heading
Dark.
210, descend and maintain 11,000.
Current time is
Egypt
dark.
Air 910 Heavy.
Emirates 777.
We're gonna leave it as it is.
Delays. Please divert. Blue 116, turn left heading 090.
090.
Turn left heading 090, blue 116.
Qatar 80.
Alright, we're at 6,000 for 5.
Course to Amsterdam Schiphol. Proceed on course. Qatar 803.
Yeah, I still wish I could have did the Amsterdam to Dubai flight. That would have been a lot of fun in a 777, 747, 787, something like that. But it's all good. We'll long haul it some other time. Speaking of long hauls, I actually did do a long-ish haul last night. I stayed up pretty late last night, like until 2. And on X-Plane, I flew the 787 from London to Boston. It's only 6.5 hours, I think, maybe 7. But basically what I did was I set the flight up, I got it up to cruise, and then I went to bed, slept for like 3 hours. I got up, I went to the gym. I got up, I went to the gym. And then I got back from the gym after I showered, and it was time to land. So it was pretty cool. So whenever I can do long hauls like that, that's when I enjoy it. When I can like not have to sit through 12 hours, 14 hours, 7 hours of a flight, and I can actually like be occupied with something else the whole time. All right, we're asked to not exceed 200 knots and heading right 120. Still expecting runway 30 right. We are leveled off at 5,000. Let's see, 090. Yeah, so we're still kind of on the right, downwind 30 right. Turkish is on a base. They are landing both 30 left and 30 right, but there's a ton of departures on 30 left right now, and that is what's holding up the ground, is because we have so many arrivals coming in right now. It's really tough. He's trying to sequence like the departures in between the arrivals. 210 and maintain 3,000.
Turn left heading 220. Sky Dubai 56.
Turn right heading 210. Descend and maintain 3,000. Blue 116.
And that should be our base turn there.
12 super. Proceed on course to Barcelona. Proceed on
Flaps 1.
Flaps 1 degree.
Emirates 147 heavy.
I'm gonna expedite that descent a bit. I'm gonna bring my speed down to 190. He said don't exceed 200. He didn't say I couldn't go any slower. What's up, Joshua Price? Good to see you, man.
Romeo Whiskey Heavy. Turn left heading 030.
Turn left heading 0.
Land lights are on. Boiler sets are armed.
Requesting climb to flight level 320.
Bob is ready. Haven't shown him any love today. Bob is always our good co-pilot friend, taking care of everything, making sure, you know, his job is just to watch out for VFR traffic. That's all his job is. He is so freaking focused. Look at him. He's focused. All right, we're on right base behind Turkish 655. We're most likely number 1, 2, 3. Number 3. I don't know where Raven is landing. I think Raven looks like he's on the right runway. Yeah, so we have CJ through behind us. So doing a good job. Pro is doing a really good job sequencing everyone. And you guys did a great job of being separated when we get into the airspace. So you guys have gotten a whole lot better at that. So big props to you guys. Thank you guys for being respectful and all that. I'm glad you guys are able to. We can all just enjoy flying and not have to worry about that drama.
Emirates 152.
Emirates 128 Super. Frequency change approved. Good day.
Airport's me off our right wing. We'll be expecting a final vector to the ILS.
Frequency change approved.
Let's see if I can repeat it back. I always stumble over my words. Epic ET, what's up, man? Welcome back. Just in time for the landing. Yes, sir.
Heading 210. Descend and maintain 3000. Charlie Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey.
Emirates 147 heavy.
Let me get comfortable.
Echo Yankee 125. Turn right heading 120. Emirates 147 heavy. Frequency change approved.
Oh, crap.
Good day. Echo Yankee 125. Turn right heading 120.
Turn right heading 120. Echo Yankee 125.
Sky Dubai 187. Turn
There we go.
Blue 116. Turn right heading 280. Climb and maintain 3000. Maintain 3000 until established on the localizer. Cleared aisles runway 30 right approach.
Turn right heading.
All right, right 280. Maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer. 3 right. No, 30 right approach.
Maintain 3,000 until established on the localizer.
And we will use the localizer.
30 right. Blue 116.
Turn left heading 120. Descend and maintain 6,000. Sierra Echo Alpha November.
Sky Dubai 187. Turn left heading 120.
Turn left heading 120. Sky Dubai 187.
So our final approach heading will be 299er or 300, probably most likely the same thing. We're landing on 30 right, guys. And you can see the localizer is being picked up right there. That's the green line in the center of our compass, or it's the long green line that's kind of centering. So I'll be looking to change my heading over to 299er as we get closer to it. So I'm not perfect at this, but I'm going to go by increments of 5. Need to maintain 3,000 until we get to the glide slope.
Proceed on course. November 371 X-Ray Golf.
Romeo Whiskey Heavy. Turn left heading 330. Descend and maintain 4,000. Maintain 4,000 until established on the localizer.
Ooh, we're right next to it. Right next to it.
Sierra Echo Alpha November. Turn left
Zoom in, and I have visual.
Turn left heading 080. Descend and maintain 6,000. Sierra Echo Alpha November.
Oh, we do need to slow down, don't we? No, we don't. How far are we? We're 50. Wait, why does it say 51 miles? That's not right. That is incorrect, sir. We are 12 miles out. We're good. Yeah, we're okay. We'll go 180. Thank you for reminding me though, because I honestly forgot about the speed. I was focused on the localizer part.
Maintain 3000 until established.
Alright, so he should be. There he goes. Contact tower. 118.75. That should automatically switch over to 118 once that shuts up. Call inbound. Landing on the ILS runway 30 right.
Dubai Tower, Blue 116, inbound on the ILS runway 30 right.
Romeo Bravo Victor Alpha India Foxtrot Romeo.
Flaps 10
runway
degrees.
30 left. Cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff. Runway 30 left. Romeo Bravo Victor Alpha India Foxtrot Romeo.
Blue 116.
Alright, number 2. 30 right, clear to land, Blue 116.
Cleared to land.
Number 2.
Alright, we are right on the localizer now. 9 miles out.
Sky Dubai 56,
Checking the landing lights.
15 nautical miles to the southeast at 4,000 feet. Inbound for landing. Requesting runway 30 left.
I see our runway. Not to be confused with the taxiway in between the runways. And I'm gonna hit approach mode and hopefully it doesn't break.
Runway 30 left. Cleared to land.
Success. Javian Johnson, am I doing Friday night flight next week? I plan on it, yes sir. Like I said earlier, I'm trying to get a schedule going starting next Monday. Do my best to stick to that schedule, as long as life allows it to. And I'm hoping to do another Friday night flight next Friday, yeah.
Charlie Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey. Inbound on
Obviously
ILS
things happen and I
runway
can't
30
always
right.
guarantee it, but I'm going to do my best to be here. Pritish says she sees me from your bedroom window. Alright, let's go gear down.
Gear down. Flaps 15 degrees.
Thank you, Jolo. Kamani just landed. Get off the runway. You better slow down. Alright, here we go. I'm gonna get comfortable, get my phone in my hand, we get calibrated.
Number 2, cleared to land. Runway 30
We are 5 miles out.
Charlie Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey.
Jet Airways 243. Hold short of runway
Flaps
30
25
left.
degrees.
Holding short runway 30 left. Jet Airways 243.
We have somebody landing right next to us. That's cool.
Contact Dubai arrival 2 on 120.25.
Contacting Dubai arrival 2 on 120.
Parallel landings happening right now.
Jet Airways 243. Runway
He should technically be lower than me.
Cleared for immediate takeoff. Cleared for takeoff. Runway
Nah,
30
he's a little
left.
high.
Jet Airways 243.
Alright, we are 4 miles out. I get a really cool shot of that. I could zoom in somehow.
Miles to the southeast of 3,700
Yeah.
feet, inbound for London with information hotel.
Turkish 655. Exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on 5.
Justin, what's up, man?
Sky Dubai 2611. Contact Dubai arrival 2 on 120.25.
Wilco, Turkish 655.
Flaps 30 degrees.
Dubai arrival 2 on 120.25. Sky Dubai 2611.
Echo Yankee 125. Number 3. Runway 30 right. Cleared to land.
Good luck if they give you 30 left, because you are just asking to be put around.
Charlie Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey. Maintain best forward.
Starly, you said something about the flaps, and I can't remember. You said something about 30 or 40 flaps. Like, were you saying to not use the flaps or to use the flaps? I can't remember.
Maintain best forward speed. Charlie Tango Hotel Echo Whiskey.
238, because I don't trust 37. Yeah, let's not do that.
Holding short runway 30.
Alright, let me get comfortable again. Calibrate.
Approaching minimums.
Actually, let's do here. I'm gonna leave it at 30 degrees. We'll land at 30 degrees. 300 flight spoilers are there. We will turn off approach mode.
200.
Alright, I have control. We're a little low now.
100.
Echo Yankee 125, maintain slowest practical speed.
Maintain slowest practical speed. Echo Yankee 125. Dubai Tower, Sky Dubai
Landing
187,
spoilers extended.
Oh no, I don't really like that landing. That was a little rough. That was a little rough.
Sky Dubai 187, enter straight in runway.
Maybe it was just a head shake, but I don't know. It seemed a little rough. I couldn't see what my vertical speed was, but it just.
Number 2, runway 30 left.
It's okay. We're live. All right, there's 60 knots.
Echo Yankee 125.
We'll let it roll.
Maintain slowest practical speed.
And we will exit to the left. Actually, I'm gonna take the next left exit because there's already an aircraft out of that one.
Maintain slowest practical
Gotta hurry
speed.
though.
Echo Yankee 125. Romeo Whiskey Heavy, request frequency change.
Actually, I'm gonna go ahead and take this one because I don't want to take up the runway for any longer than we need to.
Blue 116, exit runway when able and contact ground. Please expedite. Traffic on final.
Wilco, Blue 116.
I'll park behind him. Oh my god. I always turn way too sharp. I'll get it right someday. Alright, spoilers up, flaps up.
1 degree, flaps up.
Park behind this guy. Contact ground.
Ready for takeoff at runway 30 left. Departing straight out.
To parking.
Blue 116, request taxi to parking.
Bro, ain't nobody got taxi skills like me. You wish you could taxi like that on 2 wheels. All right, we will wait here.
Left, Blue 116.
So something that I noticed on my flight to Boston and back was that when they turned the landing lights off and the strobe lights off unless they were actually on the runway. So that's what we're gonna do. You exit to the right? Really? That's funny. I thought we were agreeing to go to the left. Oh well, I'm going to the right. I've already committed. I'm already over here. Yeah, originally I said I was going to park in the second terminal on the south side of the airport.
Turkish 655.
I mean, I guess technically I could just taxi back over there.
Crossing runway 30 left. Turkish 655.
Now it's gonna go for it. Sorry, guys. Now, he hasn't given me the clearance to cross, only him, so we're gonna hold short.
Dubai ground. Sky Dubai 56. Request.
Alright, there it is, cross. Sorry, my dog in the background.
Approaching runway 12 right. Crossing runway 30 left. Blue 116.
Alright, lane lights, strobe lights. It's so hard to remember that every time I do it.
Hold short on runway 30 right.
Let's watch our speed, Captain.
56.
You watch your speed. He said expedite. That is what I'm doing. Alright, strobes off, brakes off. We shall continue to the gate and deliver these passengers so they can enjoy their trip in Dubai.
Sky Dubai 56, cross runway 30 right.
Crossing runway 30 right. Sky Dubai 56.
Dubai ground.
No face cam today, Seneca. The lighting is just not right. There's parking like right there. I'm gonna park over there though. I don't know where Flydubai actually parks, so sorry for all you Dubai people who know.
Dubai ground. Emirates 101 Super. Ready to taxi with information Golf.
Emirates 101 Super.
Does the brake thing work on a 737? That you guys?
Taxiing to runway 30 left. Emirates
Yeah, I don't think it works in this plane. I don't know how to how to do the little rudder brake that you guys were talking about last time.
Flydubai 6554, request frequency change.
The lighting is not right, Diva. It isn't. It really isn't. I need to get an actual light. And I'll take this spot.
Flydubai 6554, stay on my frequency. Flydubai 187, taxi to parking.
Thank you, IFATC, for all your help today.
Flydubai 187.
We got into Dubai without hiccup. We thought we weren't going to make it in. We thought we were going to have to divert, but then we got in, so
Emirates 101 Super.
it's all good.
Active airport. Please contact Dubai ground on 118.35.
Little bang. And right there.
Dubai ground. Emirates
Perfect.
101 Super. Ready to
It will turn off the
taxi
engines
Golf.
and the beacon lights and seatbelt signs.
7 heavy, ready for pushback with information India. Dubai ground, go 1.
Gotta love it. Welcome to Dubai, people. Thank you guys for flying with us as usual.
Alpha Yankee 7 heavy, pushback approved. Expect runway 30 left.
I knew that, Starlight. I knew they parked at Terminal 2. Just kidding. I have no idea.
Go 1010.
At the moment, there's no actual gates, so who cares? Oh, look at that. United 787, I think. Yeah, it was 787. Hey, bro, United's everywhere. United is everywhere.
Emirates 101 Super, taxi to
Oh, you have to execute a missed approach, Sean. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and jump out of this plane. And I'm gonna watch a few of you guys land before I go. That's all good with you.
Flydubai 6554, request
Let me turn the music down.
Flydubai 6554, contact
And we'll go ahead and disconnect from the. Actually, I'm gonna log into the tower so we can hear what's going on. Just so that we can hear the approaches coming in and whatnot. And we'll go ahead and turn on some music. And let's hop out.
Please expedite. Traffic on final.
Dubai Tower, Flydubai 587.
Alright, so let's see. Let's go look at this long freaking line.
But it's all good, cause as long as we together and as long as it's clever, I don't care about the weather, let it rain. Me and my conscience had a talk today.
Joshua Price, do I know that they're adding buildings soon? I have no idea. Obviously, I would love to see some. There's a KLM 787. That's a beautiful plane, man, right there. Yes, it is. He either just landed from Amsterdam or he's headed back to Amsterdam. Emirates A380 for you A380 fans, fan lovers. Turkish Airlines A320. Oh, there we go. There's a line. There's a line right there. This is one of the reasons that I don't usually fly out of the featured airport. Because we'd be waiting for an hour just to leave. Let's see, who do we have inbound right now? Dubai 558 just landed. Egypt Air 910 is inbound. Jeremy Coe is inbound in the CRJ. Sean is coming in 30 left. Are you next up, or what's your call sign? British Airways fan, I'm actually done for today, man. This is my last flight.
Line up and wait, runway 30 left, Emirates 759 heavy.
Flydubai 587, exit runway when able and contact ground.
The Air Force One, white on the way over here too.
Disregard last message.
Dubai Tower, Air France
Oh, that's beautiful.
0853.
Change the time of day, get a little bit more
Runway
light.
30 left, departing straight out.
Air France 0853.
Sometimes the way it sounds might hurt, but it's all good, cause as long as we together and as long as it's clever, I don't care about the
We need to do another 777 flight. I've been really in the mood for the fly 777 lately. Oh, what? That's gotta be lag. Either lag or this person's phone fell off their lap. Yeah, no problem. I'll check Discord when the stream is over. Jeremy's on ILS 30 right. Are you Emirates 152 or are you back in line? Oh, there's Sean. No, you're on. Sean is on 30 left.
Jordanian 792, number 2, runway 30 left, clear to land.
Number 2, cleared to land, runway 30 left, Jordanian 792.
Golf Alpha Hotel 16, exit runway when able and contact ground, please expedite, traffic on final.
Next up we have another Flydubai, and then we have Emirates 777, two Emirates 777s, Qatar.
Golf Alpha Hotel.
Oh wow.
Me and my conscience had a talk today.
Not sure what the president's doing in Dubai today, but
sometimes you gotta space out. Sometimes you gotta change route. Sometimes
Graeme Porter, hey again. Alright, I just said nobody has somebody coming on 30 right. Actually, somebody just landed or taking off. Can't tell.
Holding short runway 30 right.
Cause they're offset, so the other runway is pretty far up. Sean is on final. All right, guys, we're waiting for you, man. We are waiting for you, Sean. That was what you got. Emirates 152 is coming in on 30 left. Infinite flights. So I do have another request. This may come with a replay mode or something, but I would like it if you could like turn off the HUD completely so it doesn't even pop up at all. Like if you want to just move the camera around like I'm doing right now, you could just turn off the HUD. So that you can do. Oh my god, what happened here? Oh no, Sean just gotta go around. Wow, I don't know what happened, but this dude just landed on top almost of a 747. He almost killed the president of the United States. He almost killed Trump. Bro, you almost just killed Trump. Let's see who we got here. That's Emirates. Sean just got told to go around. That sucks, bro. There's a road behind the runway, the one you go to school with. Cool, so you live like right around here. Cool. What's up, the pilot? Good to see you. Welcome to the stream. Yep, so Sean's going around. A1. Who is that? Oh, we don't know him. Oh, well, that's the CRJ. Somebody said they were flying the CRJ. That must be you. Jolo, I may not have seen the question, so you may have to ask again. I don't know what question you're referring to. And what else do we have going on? We have approach 130 right. Turn, please.
Emirates 152.
Here he comes.
Exit runway when able and
Oh, he already touched down. I missed it. Sorry. Oh, sorry. There's like somebody sitting right there. Alright, so I will wait for... Yes, if you buy online, you can fly anywhere. That is affirmative. We will wait till the CRJ lands, and after the CRJ, we will say goodbye. Now we have departures on 30 right. We have somebody pulling off the runway on 30 left. We have a departure on 30 left, lining up and waiting. We'll go watch him. Here he is. I love the 777. It's just a sexy plane, man. I know, Sean, I feel your pain, bro. It happened to me before. Actually, last stream, we were flying an A10. I got told to go around.
Sorta like you gotta get it. Sorta like it's not a riddle. Lyrically, I'm such a swordsman. Sorta like the suspect.
Oh, it disappeared. Alright, CRJ should be coming up next on 30 left.
Takeoff at runway 30 left. Departing straight out.
I can get back there in time.
07. Avoid sending duplicate
That's the
messages.
taxiway.
November 360
Somebody should be over here somewhere.
Contact Dubai arrival 2 on 120.25.
Hurry, 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 hurry.
Heavy. Contact Dubai arrival 2 on 120.25.
Contacting Dubai arrival 2 on 120.25.
Let's check the map.
Swiss 180 heavy.
Alright, he's in, he's coming. Oh, wait, did we miss him? Where is he? Is it A1? I think A1 is a CRJ.
It's all good, cause as long
A1
as we
is a
together
CRJ.
and as long as it's clever, I don't care about the weather, let it rain.
Emirates 2607.
Sometimes.
Maintain best forward speed.
Maintain best forward speed. Emirates 2607.
I'm gonna zoom in over here, and we should get a good view of this CRJ landing. I will say, guys, thank you so much, as always, for watching and supporting and all of that. It's I'm excited for the year. Excited for more flights, more games, more streams, more videos, more opportunities. Here he comes. And I thank you guys for being here for it all. Here he is. That's a nice CRJ too. Is that a private one?
Mike 160 Charlie Hotel. Line up and wait runway 30 left.
Sometimes the way it sounds might hurt, but it's all good, cause as long as we together and as long as it's clever, I don't care.
Very, very nice, very nice. Thank you, Billy Bob, for the subscription. Welcome to the Blue Arrow Royal fam.
Sometimes you gotta space out. Sometimes you gotta change routes.
Alright, well guys, I'm out of here. Thank you so much. Remember, you got 3 choices: give up, give in, or give it all. You got peace, love, and God bless you. See you guys next time, next video.